Try sending a live chat or super chat. Be the first on the leaderboard by showing support. What are these people doing with YouTube? I don't get it. Just let it be a simple UI where you can chat with your audience and everything. Instead, they are having now a goal. Make super chat more fun with a goal. Piss off. Don't need it. Hey, everybody. I'm gonna have to readjust a little bit. Otherwise, how's everybody doing? Otherwise, how's everybody doing? Otherwise, how's everybody doing? Otherwise, how's everybody doing? Otherwise, did I just break my stream? Shoot. No data. Sorry. This is working, right? Yeah, my YouTube is working. What the hell is this, man? Top fans. So now you're getting XP points? What the hell? Hey, Danaramu, how you doing? I just broke my stream just now. So we are going to talk about this. Talk about Soham Parekh. Obviously, by the title, it should be pretty clear. Oh man, this is pissing me off. The situation is hilarious. Yeah, this is hilarious. So I'm gonna put this up in the meantime, and if anybody is joining later, you may wanna jump 5 to 10 minutes ahead, so that I get ample time to talk to you guys first. Then we'll get into the situation. Yeah. Is your throat good now? No, bro. I'm really struggling to speak, which is why this mic is right here, shoved into my mouth. And here is some hot milk. Hey, Mana Yadav. Getting XP point based on chat. That is so trash, bro. That is a trash thing to do. Why YouTube just can't? Dave, literally, are you saying 1 minute is considered late now? I literally started streaming a minute ago, or maybe like 3 or 4 minutes ago. I'm not in a good mood these days. What's happened? What happened to you? Let's go. Soham Parekh on air. Yeah. Hi, developer. What? Kailash Rajput? What are you saying? Okay. Anyway. So we'll wait for 2 or 3 more minutes. By that time, let me know what are you guys up to these days. What do you think about Soham Parekh? What are your thoughts on Soham Parekh, weatherman? Oh, okay. You've been under the weather. Okay, no worries, man. You'll get it'll get better. At least you are not like me. At least you are not like me with a chicken piece stuck in your throat, which is what causing you issues even speaking, like me right now. Can't even go out on a weekend. Soham Parekh is genius if he exists. Yeah, he does exist, bro. What the hell, man? Don't deny his existence. Have you done haircut? Yes. Thanks for noticing. Yeah. This guy can be an inspiration if he was working and giving results. That was his issue. He failed to deliver on his projects. Okay, so I'm gonna let me check if I have all the things that I need. Yeah, so this is the tweet that got viral, isn't it? So yeah, I have the original tweet. So we will start from there. And then yeah, hey, the one who knocks from startups perspective. Yeah. Yeah. I said something like it only took one guy, Soham Parekh, to bring out all the Douglas of the internet, and that kind of got misconstrued into something that which I'm not saying. I don't know, man. This is just my life now. I say something, there are hints of things that I say in my sentences, and those hints are taken as true facts. And that now, can you hear me? I feel like you can hear me now. Um, Not joking this time, lol. Yeah, I know. Because I noticed a problem with my mic just today. I don't know if I should change the wire of this mouse. I mean, not the mouse, the mic, sorry. Damn. It's been like 2 years and this whole thing is rusted. That's the problem right here. I mean, this thing that you are looking at right here, the shock mount, that is rusted. You look at these screws, this is screw, and this is screw. You can see it being a little bit brownish, doesn't it? So these things that have browned up, it's actually rust. And that's what's happened to this audio connector as well, this USB thing. That has also gotten so rusty. This is why like there are mic issues. Anyway, let me know. The big brother doesn't want us to hear to sit. You're right. It could be a scratched little sharp bone piece or something. Yeah, obviously, man. DJ Bharat, DJ Bharat. Please listen on mobile. Not joking this time. Actually, yes, I would pull up my phone if you guys let me know that the sound is gone. Hey, what's this XP thing in the chat? I don't know, man. What it really is. YouTube is just doing things. Top fans. So if I pull this out, then Nikhil is number 1, Ashish is number 2, Mane Yadav is number 3, and that's it. So there are 11 people right now, and apparently how many messages you send is how you get the rankings. Why does YouTube need to do these things? I kind of unreal, man. This is what enshittification really looks like. It tells YouTube that people are coming close to the creator, but they're not. Like, these things don't matter. It is power level of One Punch Man. Man, this ranking is shit. Yeah, obviously it is shit. I looked at this button just one time and I knew what the fuck is this. Me also your top fan. You are a member of the channel, bro. Like, yeah. That will max out at 75 XP. Disable it. Can I disable it? I don't know if I can. Participants, moderation activity, send feedback. I don't know. Anyway, now we are at 12:07. 7 minutes, 8 minutes have passed into this live stream. Let me. The one who knocks. Why do you need that, man? Let me wash my hands. I'll come back. 1 second. Just one. All right. So now that we are here, so this is what we are going to discuss now, the Soham Parekh situation. So I have collected some screenshots that would be helpful in letting everybody know what has happened. So we start our journey right here. The original tweet. What got everything started? So this is the original tweet that set off everything. This guy named Suhail said that there's this guy named Soham Parekh in India who works at 3 or 4 startups at the same time. He's been preying on YC companies and more. Beware. I fired this guy in his first week and told him to stop lying and scamming people. He hasn't stopped a year later. No more excuses. So one thing, you might be up with the drama already, up to speed with the drama. But you know, one thing that I noticed right here, is that the basis for calling him a scammer is the fact that he was working at 3 or 4 companies at the same time. It was not the work ethic that Suhail pointed out right here. It was not. Yeah, it's not that he wasn't delivering the work. It's not the thing that Suhail pointed out right here, which should have been the number one thing to point out, that hey, I interviewed this guy, I hired this guy, he did not do the work. By the way, he was also working at 3 or 4 companies. But that did not get mentioned here. The basis for calling him a scammer is the thing that he was working at 3 or 4 startups on YC companies at the same time. That's the basis. And this is where the internet is divided. And I stand on the side that he was right in doing this. Morally and ethically, it is questionable, but we'll get there in some time. So let me discuss a little bit more. I fired this guy in his first week and told him to stop lying and scamming people. So you admit, kind of, you left the part out where you did not talk about his work ethic, in which case the benefit of the doubt goes to Soham. I'm gonna sit here and assume by your statement that he was actually doing the work. But what pissed you off is the expectation that one employee should stay at one employer. And that's why you fired him. And at that point, I can't back your statement. If you had said in your original tweet that this guy doesn't do the work, he takes the salaries and doesn't provide value to us, then yeah, you should fire him. Then I would have backed your statement. Like, yeah, obviously, like that is a wild thing to do. So then this happened, and then founder after founder after founder came in. You know, there is some doglapana or some duality that I saw. Let me find it. Where is it? Yeah, here we go. So this is a tweet that I saw that I found quite interesting, where this guy Matt says that, funnily enough, Soham was our first engineering hire in 2022. Really smart and likable, enjoyed working with him. So now we know that this guy had the work ethic in him. This guy is knowledgeable, and this guy actually knows how to get shit done. So his capabilities and his work ethic is not questionable, and at least was not questionable in 2022. So then what did he say? We realized pretty quickly that he was working at multiple companies and let him go. Again, the very sentiment that he was working at multiple companies is the basis for firing him. Not not getting the work done and delivering on the projects or on the work basically. And this is where this tweet caught my eye, and I was like, I have to take a screenshot and show it to you guys. I can't imagine the amount of equity he's left on the table, which blows my mind. So many years have passed since 2017, 2018, and all that we get told about in job listings is the competitive environment, is the fast-paced environment, the competitive salaries. Nobody is willing to drop the salary number in the job description. But now that Soham Parekh, this elite guy, is gotten fired because he was working at multiple companies, now founders are coming out and they are talking about equity. Like, when did this happen? This is something that, okay, like when you point fingers at a guy, now you try to show yourself as so much holier than thou. It's like, I would have offered you equity. No, you wouldn't have. Just stop lying to us. You barely offer a salary. You created an ecosystem within founders that pays people so less that middle class is now considered poor class. The what do we call it? I am not a classist myself. Poor poverty, yeah, that kind of class of people. Middle class people can now barely afford to pay rent and pay for groceries and everything. And you founders did it because you did not raise the salaries for us. But now that Soham is getting caught, now you're doubling down and you're saying, oh, I would have offered you equity. Like, shut the hell up, man. This is not gonna fly. We aren't buying this. This is where I was pissed when I saw this. There is nothing wrong. I've seen CTOs and CEOs working at multiple companies. That's an argument we'll get into. 1 second, Ashish. That's an argument we'll get into. Looks like I'm right on time. Yes, Shashwat. Yes, you are. Hey, Kuni Panda. It's been such a long time since you were here, man. What's up? Oh, ho, handsome Munda. Looking good in new haircut. Thank you. Thanks, Piyush. Guys, not gonna lie. He just ruined YC trust in hiring Indian devs. He just took it from this angle as well. No. He didn't break any trust. No, he didn't. The fact that most of these founders also themselves hold position in at least 3 places, lol. That's the point we will get to. Don't worry about that. We will get there when I will get to my opinions on Soham Parekh. That is the second point. So now let me show you some more tweets. Yeah, here we go. So now this is a tweet that I saw that I was like, holy shit, like I have to show it to you guys. Pritika Mehta, this verified blue tick user of X, suddenly says the truth about Soham Parekh as if she knows anything about this guy. The dude clears interviews. He's good with that. After clearing, he has junior people doing all the work. Has around 20 employees and interns. Basically a small dev shop. Just fabrications. Just make anything up because everybody is pointing fingers at Soham Parekh and the guy is portrayed evil because apparently he tried to look out for his best interest and he utilized his skills in a good way. And not in a good way, I would say in an unethical and morally questionable way. So now Soham Parekh jumps in himself and says, I would love to know who these 20 interns are. Why spread lies? And this is what the duality of people is. They cannot stick to a topic. They cannot stick to just the foundations of the knowledge that is provided. The second anybody points a finger at you, now they are taking the license to say anything about you. They can spread lies, they can call you a terrorist, call you whatever. They can be openly racist, groupist, sexist against you. Oh. They can do all of that. Okay, I may need to take this call 1 second. See, this is the kind of calls I get.
3 and 4 BHK homes starting from just 1.6 CR onward. Enjoy world-class amenities and our special 20/80 payment plan. Pay just 20%.
Piss off, man. Just broke my flow. We were flying. We were flying. So now, सब बहती गंगा में हाथ धोते हैं. 1.6 कर. Hey Deepak Sani, hey VG, you're back. Hey Saurabh Ghosh. Soham is the right example. AI will not replace your job. People like Soham will work in 4 jobs and draw maximum salary. Yeah. So basically, bro, again flexing on us broke kids. I'm not a rich kid. These data broker companies, they call you up for no reason. It's not like these companies have access to my bank account, whatever. So anyway, so what I was getting here, when society is pointing fingers at you, people take the license to fabricate anything up about you and just say it. And they hope that everybody will just agree. Like, look at this tweet right here. It did 1 million impressions. Right here. 1 million. Do you not think that this is grounds for Soham Parekh to sue this lady? To spread lies and spread reputational damages about him? I would have sued Pritika Mehta. I'm not even like sugarcoat this. If I had seen her tweet getting 1,000 reposts, quotes, 14,000 likes, and 1 million impressions, I would have sued the living hell out of her. Like, how dare you say these things about me? Sid wants a 4 BHK now. No. Engagement bring monetization on X. Like, that's one thing. But this is where the ethics and the morals get questioned. I am questioning Soham Parekh's morals and ethics just same way I am questioning everybody else's morals and ethics also. What companies do is fuck people over every single day. You must remember this thing about Google. 1 second. You must remember this Google layoff story where people said that they just woke up and found like you must remember this story where Google had a layoff where people were not even communicated with that they are fired. They woke up the next day thinking that they're gonna log into work, and now they found out from the news that they have been laid off. And when they tried to log in, their credentials would not work. Is that not a massively morally, ethically, legal violation that they did to their employees? And this happens on a daily basis. We keep hearing from companies that 14,000 people are laid off. By the way, if you're not aware of the news, Xbox, the Microsoft company, has laid off about 9,000 people. Or how many people is it? Xbox company layoffs. Let me find out the number. 9,000 workers. So Xbox, okay, based on this Google search right here, I'm saying 9,000. The real number might be different. But anyway, 7,000, 9,000, it's, yeah, anyway. So 9,000 people are getting laid off. Is that not morally questionable thing? Without an explanation, without telling them up ahead in notice? These things happen in corporate all the time, but God forbid if anybody turns around and does the same thing to companies. That's when they start freaking out and be like, oh, shoot, this guy is a scammer. Like, scammer, really? Really? We have had stories in India where people don't even pay salaries to their employees because they apparently label it as a motivation for the employees to work harder, so that when they get the paycheck not on the correct date, that will act as motivation to work even harder next time. That's the kind of stories we hear, companies treating employees like shit. But if one person turns around and does the same thing to companies, that's when everybody starts freaking out. Like, holy crap, Soham Parekh, kill this guy, like throw him off to the internet for the wolves to eat him up and everything. So now, this is what happened. And this also, Flo Crivello, he also said he did so incredibly well in interviews. It means everybody is not questioning, not everybody is questioning his work ethic, his skill level. So he was skilled. We will get to Anthony Sistoli in just a moment. I think he's the biggest pussy of all time. Yeah. Then now we have this Nolan guy here completely downplaying everybody, completely downplaying Soham. You have updated docs all your life. Where is the source? Like, I'm not saying that I'm the biggest Soham Parekh fan, but I'm saying that if you have decided to say something, where is your source? You just came into Twitter and you said your response should have been a link to reasonable commit and less words. Fine, that's an opinion. But you have updated docs all your life is a fact. Where's the source? Just where is it? Maybe in some part of the world it's called building documentation. This is what the internet is. Once you get the license, you take the license for yourself towards a person that is getting hated on by everybody else. You can draw your own narrative, say whatever you want, and you're gonna find supporters, because apparently this is what the sheep mentality is. This is what the reality of people is. And these things are the things that I saw. That's when I made the post on LinkedIn and Twitter and YouTube, that it only took one guy, Soham Parekh, on the internet to bring out all the dogla people or all the two-faced bitches on the internet. Because this is what people really are, and they hide it, waiting for somebody to point fingers at and show who they truly are really. Behind all those usernames, all those profile pics, this is what people are. Some people are. Okay, fine. Not everybody, obviously. Fucking Narayan Murthy. Everyone should be a freelancer. That will be a taste of their own medicine. Yeah. This is defamation for real. Glad he confronted and didn't give in. I would have sued. Honestly, I would have had such a heck of a time suing the fuck out of that girl. सैलरी तो हम नहीं दे पाएंगे, लेकिन सीखने को बहुत मिलेगा. Exactly, like these things happen in the tech sector left and right every day, and no one cares. Then look at this LinkedIn post right here. Imagine earning 2.5 lakh rupees a day, at the same damn time. Masters from Georgia Tech, finessed his way into 5 consulting gigs. It's like the wording, it really triggers me. Are you here to provide data towards an incident, or are you here to draw your personal narrative? And these type of posts is where the line gets blurred. You can say whatever you want, but fine. Pulled in close to 2.5 lakh a day, which is 800K a year. People are cribbing about one damn job here, and this man was managing 5 across time zones on mute with camera off and probably a Slack channel open for each personality. Where is this statement coming from? Again, where is the source? This is, oh. This is why I'm taking Soham's side, because the people that are supposed to point fingers at Soham and say that you were wrong, they are taking it so far that I can't travel that far with you. I can't go that extreme with you. As a result, I'm gonna have to side with Soham. Like, holy shit, dude. Like, I'll just get into my opinions. Okay, in 1 second. So, would you call him a productivity god or just a really smooth scammer? Moonlighting taken to a whole new level. Whole new level. I mean, when a company, an agency that hires 10 people as developers takes on 10 clients, that's not moonlighting. But when an employee decides to take the chance and work for multiple people at the same time, that's what moonlighting is. And this is where I knew that these people are actually jealous of Soham. Honestly, I'm a freelancer. I know what the mentality it takes to be a freelancer. I know what kind of commitment it takes to be a freelancer. But the reality is, the most people out there in the corporate sector, they are stuck in their, I wouldn't say stuck, I would say that they are into this mindset that they're gonna have to stay at the office to work, because obviously work from home has been taken away, RTOs mandatory and everything. So, but deep down, they actually wish that they were in position of Soham, to be in a position of making 2.5 lakh rupees a day. And as somebody who, like, I don't think I'm a scammer, but if you tell me the opportunity to make this kind of money, freaking tell me where to sign and I'll do it. Like, not even a question, just tell me where to sign. I'll sign my life away for earning 2.5 lakh rupees a day. Are you crazy to turn this down? No one is. No one is. And certainly not everybody in tech sector. I can't imagine a single person in corporate that gets presented the opportunity to make this kind of money and they are like, nah, I'd rather stick with my morals. Can't imagine that. Just can't imagine. Honestly, a little chaotic, kinda unethical, but also weirdly very impressive. We might be witnessing India's first one-man unicorn soon. Oh, shut the hell up. Have I missed out on anything? Oh, guess what? Guess who decided to step in? Miss Saheli Chatterjee. Yeah. This is what really blew my mind when I saw it on LinkedIn. I was like, wait a second. Weren't you the one who got exposed by Pathfinder Project? Weren't you the one that got exposed for lying to your audience in the first place? How the fuck do you have the guts to now step in and be like, I'm gonna say that lying is bad? And right here, where did she mention? Working on, first statement itself. Working on multiple projects isn't unethical. Lying about it is. Wow. Just she got her ass handed to her by Pathfinder Project, where he pointed out so many things that she lies about. Declutter jumped in, and they pointed out how much of a hypocrite and liar Saheli is. And the first sentence she says, lying about is unethical. Like, holy shit. Do you think, Saheli, that we forgot who you really are? Do you think that we forgot who Pathfinder Project is? That you thought that this was a good idea to come out and show us your morals about how lying is bad? Really? Really? Here's what I think. Shut the hell up. You don't get a place here. Scammer herself, lol. Saheli Chatterjee. Exactly. I saw this on LinkedIn and I was like, oh. 3 fingers, screenshot. I saved it immediately. So, yeah. Now I want to point fingers back at the companies that do shit with us. So this is a tweet that I found when this Soham Parekh thing was going on. And I saw this tweet just got rejected from YC for using all lowercase in our application. This is how pathetic and this is how broken the interview process is. Some guy decides to write everything in lowercase, and that is now twisted into this narrative that you don't believe in clarity, you don't believe in attention to detail, therefore we're not going to hire you. Companies are not even ashamed of being this pathetic towards judging employees for hiring them. Just freaking say that we went another way, somebody else is a better fit compared to you and everything. That would be a fair statement. Ultimately, the world is unfair. I still stand by that. Companies are allowed to be unfair, but you have to be fairly unfair to employees when you are rejecting them for hiring processes. And this is the reason that they gave out. The decision to format the entire application in lowercase made it difficult to evaluate. While unconventional formatting isn't disqualifying on its own, it signals a lack of attention to detail and clarity, both of which matter to us. This is how pathetic the excuses are. And nobody says anything, nobody questions it. We are just going to take it for granted. I just don't understand. Okay, I understand actually why Soham Parekh is actually getting attacked. He is an easy target. Simple as that. He is an easy target. He is an individual. He doesn't have any power. All he is dependent on employers to hire him so that he can make a living, which is what makes him an easy target. Nobody is pointing fingers at Y Combinator. You know why? Because they're a company. They have a legal team with them. They can sue the living hell out of anybody that dares to point a finger in the USA. And they can take them to the honorable court. And this is why nobody says anything. This is the another duality of society that I see. When the target is deemed to be helpless or connectionless or powerless, that's when people are the most mean towards them. But when the entities are switched from an employee to a company, that's when everybody's like, no, that's all right. Let's just let's just keep quiet. Hello, bhai. I'm in class 10th. Student starting learning Python. Good for you, Dev Tyagi. Good for you. This is stupid AF. I know. This is stupid. We understand stylistic choices, but in a high signal, high noise environment, presentation is part of communication. Yours detracted from the content. Best of luck building OpenCut. YC admissions team. This is what the doglapana, like I keep saying this Hindi word, this two-faced nature of the industry. This is what really it is. YC hiring devs from India when they are situated in US says a lot. Even when we believe if we are bringing him to US, he's still getting lesser salary than his colleagues. Sorry, I'm not paying attention. What the hell? YC hiring devs from India when they are situated in US says a lot. Even if we believe that they are bringing him to US, he's still getting lesser salary than his colleagues. And using the guy's situation, they try to lowball their offers for Indian devs. That's a whole racism problem. This is where I think the industry is racist towards Indians. People, actually, US has this mentality that let's save money to a third world nation. So they are getting the best talent here as well as the USA. But just because we are from India, just because the economic power and the currency conversion rate is not that, it's not equal, this is why we get paid less. And the thing that you said, even if they bring the Indian guy to US, they're still gonna lowball them. Why Elon is not asked why he's on multiple startups, why not? Yeah, and this is where my next point is. So company founders are the board members in multiple companies. When employee does it, they are scammers. So this is a sentiment that I want to talk about. So when a company CEO, a company owner is actually a part of the board of directors or the CEOs or an investor in multiple companies, they are celebrated. They're said, oh, this guy is a business tycoon. He's such a business mega mind. Now they're getting invited on podcasts and they're asking and they're getting asked, how did you manage to work at 4 companies at once? And you know what? This is a two-faced actually. And when an employee does it, that is when the CEO turns around and says that those employees are scammers. They're scamming us. This is a two-faced nature of CEOs, of the corporate culture. And I'll tell you why. When I am deciding to work with you, when you offer me a job and I sign the offer letter with you, I am in the same endeavor and the same company mission as you. If you require my full 100% focus to grow this company, I as an employee also want my leader to be in his own head 100% for this company that I'm working in so that we both can grow together. I don't understand where this mentality comes from that we require your 100% attention as your employer, but we're not going to pay that much attention to you. We will throw management software at you. We will throw time tracking software at you. We will offload everything just to make sure that we don't have to talk to you one-on-one. And then I'm going to go out there and I'm going to do whatever I want. I'm going to party. I'm going to be I'm going to be opening multiple businesses. That's none of your concern. And I don't understand why that is. Employment is not a master-slave relationship. It's actually a relationship where you establish that you're gonna be the one that will help me grow this company while I take care of your finances, and I will use your work so that I can grow the company where I want it. So when the CEO decides to veer away from that mission and starts doing multiple things, that should be a point of concern for the employees. Like, you are expected to put in 100% of your effort, but you're looking at your leader and they are not even putting 10%. That's concerning. That should tell you that your employment is in danger. At that point, why should you work with your employer? The leader that you are required to look up to, who's not even paying attention to the company that you're working in. That is actually damaging your future. But apparently, how we have played mental gymnastics with ourselves, we think that it's all right. CEOs should invest in 15 companies. That's fine. But you, no. We're going to need your 100% attention. That's what's happened in Soham Parekh's situation. The guy was able to get the work done based on what I showed you. Yes, there are founders who came forward and said that he never did the work. He was always offline. He was making excuses and everything. I believe that there was a chat where Soham was saying that his nearby house got bombed in the India-Pakistan war and everything. And that is a shitty thing to do. Like, we will get to my opinion just in 1 second. I know I am blue balling you guys at this point, but we'll get there. Hypocrisy की भी सीमा होती है. So this is what my mentality is. An employee can say that, hey, I'm capable enough to work 5 companies at once, and I can provide values to all of you. But no, that's not acceptable. You're gonna have to work with us full time. You're gonna have to be in the office. You're gonna have to manage Zoom calls in the office that you could have done from home. It's just how it is. Fucking hypocrites. So now let's jump into what I think of the whole thing. So this is what my opinions are on Soham Parekh. See, would I tell you guys to do the same thing that Soham Parekh did? No. Do I think that it is illegal what Soham Parekh did? No. There is no law out there that says that you have to only work with one employer. Do I think it is morally questionable and ethically questionable? Yeah, it is. To be let's call it spade to spade. Let's just call it for what it is. What he did is morally and ethically wrong. Some people are saying that he actually got invited for 79 companies. He worked at 79 companies over the course of 4 years. And that to me is a number so batshit insane that that's actually impressive that he managed to pull this off. But is it morally and ethically wrong? Yeah, it is. And I'll tell you why. I think that I am very close to Soham Parekh's mindset, given that he wants to work at multiple companies and I am working at multiple companies. But I am open to my employers that, hey, I'm a freelancer. You should know before you hire me that I am a freelancer. I have these many hours free for you. Sometimes I bring in other people to help me out with the task so that I can delegate my work to them. And everything is out in the open. I'm that kind of freelancer. And I'll tell you, the incentive to be out in the open is because I want to make more money. This is my incentive. I'm not thinking of a short-term run that Soham did, but I'm rather in it for the long run. Wouldn't it be helpful to myself for my financials if I told the company upfront that this is my situation? Now that they are hiring me, they are trusting me. As a result, we work together for 5 years, 10 years. Hopefully, we work for that long. And that is so much money that I'm going to earn with them. Just speaking from a financial perspective, why would I risk lying to an employee, lying to an employer, being like, nah, I'm dedicating all of my time to you, and then hope that I don't get caught, and then run around missing interviews, missing calls, missing meetings, missing all of the things, and provide excuses and everything? Like, why would I risk that? That is unnecessary risk. That is an unnecessary risk, like, period. It's nothing else. It's a life of tension. It's a life of stress. Just being like, holy crap, did they figure out? Holy crap, did they figure out? Have you seen Suits? The Mike Ross character. Every now and then somebody would find out that he didn't go to Harvard, and as a result, that Mike Ross guy is running around everywhere trying to suppress the truth. And that's not the life I want to live. So from a financial perspective, I would want to be clear to my employer that, holy shit, yeah, I am a freelancer. Yes, I will work with multiple people. You're not my only employer. As a result, when trust gets built, it is a strong trust. It can't be broken. Even if I miss a couple meetings, they're going to think like, okay, this guy did tell us that he's working for multiple people. Maybe he's caught up in one of those tasks. At which point they're going to ping me and I'm going to tell them that, hey, this is what happened. Be upfront. And that's how you go. So from a stupid perspective, like it's stupid to me what Soham did. And I'm going to say one more thing. Soham also pointed out that it was his financial conditions that he felt compelled to pull this thing off. And I'm like, that's an L. That's an L take. Don't put your don't put your mental state in doing these things. You knew what you were doing. Don't try to back off of that. So let's say that I'm judging this guy right now. So I'm thinking he's impressive. But let's consider another timeline where he's sitting right in front of me, having 3 jobs, and he's trying for the 4th. I would have slapped him. I would have like, are 3 jobs not good enough for you? Why do you need a 4th? Don't tell me that you have such huge debts on your head that you need 4 jobs to break even. Like, that's not happening. If one job is paying you 100K, 3 of them are paying you 300K, don't tell me that another 100K will be the end all be all difference in your financials. No, it's not. That's just greed playing at this point. That's just you wanting to make as much money as fast as possible. And that is what gambling is. That is why people gamble. You played a gamble and now you lost. This is what's happened to you. I do support you, however, but I would be a hypocrite if I didn't say that what you did holistically was stupid. You should have stopped at 5. There's a limit to greed for employers as well as employees. Being a freelancer, I have rejected some clients that wanted to work with me. You know why? Because I was like, I don't have the bandwidth for you. Sorry. I can deflect you to one of the people that I know on Discord server, but sorry, I'm not gonna be able to give you the entirety of this time that you're asking of me, even if you are willing to pay me handsomely for it. And this is the thing. If I started receiving those kind of jobs, I am risking my image and reputation. And that's not something I am willing to do just so that I can walk away with a big payout. I'd rather take a smaller payout and stretch it for the long run for 10 years or 15 years rather than get a very huge payout for like 3 or 4 months and then run my entire life. Don't want to do that. That kind of clout is worthless to me. I know for a fact that we are here for Soham Parekh right now. We are discussing about him, but 4 or 5 days later, we are gonna forget about him. He'll just be old news that, oh, hey, remember that Soham Parekh guy? Yeah, blah, 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 blah. And that's it. He's gonna be forgotten. What are his financial conditions? What is his mental condition? What is he going through? No one among us will care. And we have our Sunday exclusive. Ta-da! Get band kar dena. So this is what my opinion is about Soham. Even if I can support you, what you did, but it was stupid. Why did you do that? My mic is working, right? What do you guys think about this thing that I just said? Going for the long run and getting a bigger payout rather than risking it for a smaller and bigger one, sorry. It's the same thing with Mexican workers. I was scrolling randomly and saw your video and I have to say you have done some great work. Oh, thank you, Jalu. He made a podcast video. Look it up in YouTube. Nah, I don't want to. Do you know what though? I rate his communication skills 2 out of 10. He's stuttering more than he's saying words. I tried to watch the podcast on, what was it? TPNT or TBNT, something like that podcast. I tried to watch that podcast where there are 2 guys on each side and Soham is in the middle. I just could not stand the guy speaking. I was like, holy shit, dude, learn how to speak fluent English. What is the experience of Soham Parekh? I don't know about that. But you know what? It kind of also exploited, it also told us one massive vulnerability of the tech sector. And you know what that is? That is emotions. You know how I know this? Because all the emails that Soham Parekh used to send to these companies, he used to say one thing, that outside of coding, I have no hobbies. I'm bad at singing, I'm bad at dancing, I'm bad at everything. But the one thing that I like is building. Pretty much saying the exact things founders want to hear, at which point, boom, this is the guy that we want to hire. He's so focused. Oh my God, he's going to be the greatest guy to ever work with. And he was the greatest guy to work with. But this is an unfortunate case of greed taking over and eventually shooting yourself in the foot because of it. Yeah, I agree with that. Mental peace is more important than a lot of money. Probably hiding something, that guy. Soham Parekh. I don't know. What do you mean by that, Kuni? Anyway, I think I missed out on a lot of chats. Doesn't this promote spam? What the hell? Yeah, it does. It does. Hey, we have the same chair. This chair right here? You have it? The one who knocks? Hey, you good now? No, I'm not good. The entire time that I'm speaking, it kind of hurts. Loyal to one company or organization. There's nothing wrong. I've seen CTOs. Guy's not gonna lie. He just ruined YC trust in hiring Indian devs. No, he didn't. This is another thing that it's starting to get under my skin. Not everybody represents India. Sitabjo Vishwas. India is so much bigger than us individuals. Our actions don't represent the entire country. India doesn't need us to represent it. We will be represented by India. This is the fragile mentality that I've been noticing a lot. Anytime somebody messes up, they're gonna like, oh, our country will get affected. Like, this is how little you think of your country, that you think that somebody getting 5 jobs is all it takes for all of the US companies to walk away from India. They will forget all the good things or all the contributions that our country has had on the tech sector. Don't live in such kind of mentality, Sitabjo, that you think that, okay, I just spoke 4 words, therefore India's reputation is ruined. India will create a reputation without you, bro. No matter what you do, India will still hold up its reputation. सब बहती गंगा में हाथ धोते हैं. Feelings can't compete with fuel and 4 wheels. I mean, yeah, I mean, fair. Sue them to high heavens. Social media is fake. Everybody joins the hype. Yeah, I mean, fair. So you just gave me a video. I hope that you gave me the video about NEET results.
What they call like
this is the podcast. Yeah. Like, you can already see that I have watched like 7 minutes of this podcast and I just can't bear to hear this guy speak. Like, learn how to speak fluently. I can't handle the stutters. I see it as ethics, a subjective concept socially, has objective tenets. Like, don't unalive, etc. With these ass lickers trying to do is a draw a subjective boundary on that question someone's morality. Man, I haven't gone deep into this. Now I definitely agree with Soham now. Source तो उनके काका बना के दे रहे. Ethically, in my opinion, neither layoffs are wrong nor working for multiple employers. This is double standards at its peak. Exactly. We are dying of thirst while people are drowning. See, Shashwat, like, don't get into that, please. Working 20 hours a day is no joke. I would have been dead the second day. Me on the first day, bro. Sorry, I came back. Wait, here it is. Let's see what the NEET results is. So NEET results showed the reality of Indian parents. 8-minute video. This should be very fun. I'm stoked to look at this. You know, the people in our college got emails from Infosys telling us to register for their long ass development courses, and after we complete them, they will take some kind of exam for unpaid internship. Oh, fuck that, Sadiq. Fuck that. Right in the butthole. This kind of thing. For securing an unpaid internship at Hyderabad, they're asking me DSA medium question, told me to live code the entire API, including login, etc. Oh, fuck off. Piss off. This is how bad it is, man. He has probably hired 2 or 3 people. Do you genuinely think someone can work for 3 or 4 startups in a single day? Yes. Yes. You are looking at that person, Sitabjo. Yes. It's me. That's me. Pratham Kupsad. I hope I said your name correctly, Pratham. Don't spam the message, please. Maybe he was nervous. Else, how did he clear so many interviews? Because the guy is cracked. He does have the knowledge about coding. That's how I did it. Obviously a stupid move, but I'd say calling unethical is still going too far. It was stupid, short-sighted, and far too risky, but I'd still not call it unethical. Unethical, I think, would be a fair statement, Doofus. I mean, unethical in the sense that you are charging somebody money and then you're not giving them the value. If that is the case, it is unethical. It is a question about ethics. Like, also, lying is unethical as well. I would say that if, let's say I'm about to hire you and you're a college student, but you didn't disclose to me that, and you said that you have all the time of the day to work for me, but then I found out for some other from some other source that you actually do go to college and you lied about that to me. That's unethical. I would say that it is unethical. Maybe it's a difference of opinions. I completely understand, but it is unethical to, according to me. By the way, I was setting up my YC profile in the background. Lol. Got stood up by the company I got an offer from in my college. Damn. We should take his blood and make the new drug out of it for focus. Who? Vaikunt? I'm skinny, so my backbone hurts sometimes. Lol. Oh. Maybe he was nervous. Bhai, are these power suppliers weather forecasters or what? They cut the power 5 minutes before the rain starts. That happens like when the rain is like 4 kilometers, 5 kilometers away, they can actually spot that. And now they can cut the electricity in advance. It's actually very overcast today in my place as well. So I'm thinking, actually there is no electricity right now. I'm running off of the inverter I have right here. So I get what you're going through. To be honest, this is better than selling courses. I mean, selling courses based on a lie, it's a whole another level of unethical. But yes, I would say, yeah, I agree. Kind of, do I agree? Better than selling courses. Like, there is a way to do things, bro. I mean, I think we are comparing apples to oranges here. If you sell a course, but then you are upfront that, hey, this is not gonna change your life or whatever, this is for knowledge, then there is no problem. When you work for multiple companies at once, if you're open with each and every employer, there is also no problem with that. I think it's an unfair comparison, Shashwat. It ain't illegal, I guess, but it isn't ethical either. There you go. Oh, Soham Parekh blood. Oh, okay, I see. What would you suggest if somebody is planning to do it as a fresher? If as a fresher you are able to crack 3 or 4, 5 YC companies, hire me, please. Please hire me. I'll do your work for you. Just give me one of the company's salary and that's it. I'm gonna work for 4 companies on your behalf. I will make sure that I will complete all of the tasks for you. All I ask for in return is 100k salary in India. I'll do it. Tell me where to fucking sign. I'll do it. Because that is mad impressive as a fresher if you're able to pull that off. Some fun before moving to the next topic.
Brain fuck.
Oh, actually, sorry. I actually missed out on some of the points that I wanted to talk about. So, Coder's Gyan, sorry. So, this is the point where I will discuss Coder's Gyan. So, he's a very nice guy. Let me pull him up. He is Rakesh. He's connected with me on LinkedIn. We do chat every now and then. But he kind of shared a post which I found a little bit on the oomph side. So I just want to show you this LinkedIn post by this guy, Rakesh. One second. He's a nice dude. I'm not gonna be mean about it or whatever. Oh, here we go. I actually commented on this post that your arguments actually has many flaws. I'm gonna discuss that on stream. So this is what he said. Rakesh, I hope you're watching. So yeah, now let's get into what he said. Soham Parekh's case has sparked a big debate about ethics and morality in tech. Okay. He's reportedly been working multiple startup jobs secretly at the same time, even going as far as faking resumes and locations. Some see this as hustle, but I see it differently. Here's what I think. Working multiple jobs at the same time, especially without disclosing it, is definitely unethical. I think this is where me and Rakesh agree. Unethical, 100%. Not disclosing part. Disclose it. There is nothing wrong. There is no law against it. Disclose it. So, unethical, yeah. Every person got just 2 to 4 productive hours in a day, meaning whichever startup gets those productive hours is lucky, others unlucky. That's not. This is where you and I disagree, Rakesh. So I have worked with companies where the entire workload, I had to divide it up evenly. So I made sure that if a company is not getting 40 hours out of me, but is getting like 30 hours or let's say 25 hours out of me, I made sure that those are good hours that they got out of me. I never slacked off. I never did anything bad. I never did anything bad as in I never veered off of work. I tried to stay on topic and I finished the work for them because I knew that I don't have the time to play around or do whatever, like play Rocket League, play games or browse social media. I just knew I don't have the time for that. So calling others unlucky is somewhere I disagree. If you divide up your work, let's say that you're working for 5 companies. So you work for 2 companies today, 3 companies tomorrow, 2 companies the next day, 3 companies tomorrow, and you shuffle it around a little bit so that everybody gets some productivity every day out of you. I feel like that is all right. That is how I do it, at least when I'm in that situation. Next thing, you can truly work with full focus only at one place at a time. Okay, this is where I disagree with that. No, you can't work with your full focus in one place. At least not what I think is the case with me. I can work with full focus for multiple people at the same time. It's not a massive deal to pull off. Some people are built that way. Some people are not built that way. That's what I'll say. It's not a problem with me. Also, you working at one place is not a short guarantee that you're going to be providing 100% output, quality output. It's not a guarantee. How many times have you seen a coworker around your office that you wonder how the fuck did they get here? How did they clear the interview? They have one job in your office. They don't know shit about coding. They don't know the first thing about coding. You managed to scrape that information out of them in like 5 minutes worth of talking. You knew that this guy knows nothing. Does that mean they're going to provide you with quality work? No, that's not true. If you're stepping on 5 stones at once, imagine what quality your work is going to be. I do that. And I would not say that my quality suffers. This is a thing with experience. This is a thing that you have to get comfortable with. When I'm coding, half the time the solution is already in my head, how I want it to look like, how I want it to like structure my code like. And this is a skill that I have accumulated over the years in the industry. It doesn't happen to you naturally. It won't happen to you on day one. Trust me, it's not going to happen. This is why I say that if you want to be a freelancer, first you have to work in the service sector or the startup sector for 4 or 5 years. Only then you get this kind of mindset where when you think about the code, it actually kind of forms an image in your head. Like this is what you want your code to look like for a good implementation. You do that multiple times with multiple projects and then you get there. Pursuing hobbies or passion projects after work is completely fine, but secretly juggling multiple full-time jobs isn't right. See, now you are backpedaling on your own question. Isn't right. What does that mean? Secretly juggling multiple full-time jobs. Secret to who? I am also multitasker. I can frustrate multiple people at That's funny. What I think what Soham did was right, provided that it didn't impact his. Okay, first let me finish this. Pursuing hobbies or passion projects after work is completely fine, but secretly juggling multiple full-time jobs isn't right. See, this is where the problem is. Multiple jobs in IT or multiple jobs elsewhere. Look at me. I'm a freelancer and I'm a YouTuber. I make money on YouTube through Google Ads. Not that much, but I still do. So would you not call it right? Would you call me unethical? No. You are a educator. So you have a YouTube channel as well. You're an educator. Two things, multiple things. What if, okay, you don't do YouTube just on weekends. I understand that. I realize that. But what if you did? Would you call yourself that? Some people, they are software developers through the week, but on weekends, they drive Rapido or Uber bikes. They're not unethical. They're completely fine with doing that. Associating money with something, a profession, doesn't make it bad to begin with. You can follow your passion project. You're not getting paid for it, but you're getting satisfaction out of it. And if that satisfaction is coming from money as a transaction, nothing wrong with that. Only thing you can say is they didn't tell the companies about it. Or if you tell them about it, would they hire him then? I mean, most people wouldn't, but at least you would have the clarity. That's when trust happens. Yet, telling people about it and getting rejected is way better than lying to them about it and then risking your image and reputation, is what I'll say. आज क्या लफड़ा हो गया? No, there is no lafda with him. See, again, doing something on the side in your free time is completely understandable, but holding down 3 or 4 full-time jobs at once is a different story. No, it's not a different story. People are allowed to look out for their best interest, because I repeat, no one is doing that for you. You working at one place is not a guarantee that you will never get fired. You working in one job, it's not a guarantee that the company will stay loyal to you. You are still a number on a spreadsheet. You are still a employee code that has to be in a lanyard, and you have to carry that in your breast pocket all day. You're still that. You're still a resource to a company. Even though you pledge your entire loyalty to just one company for your entire career, the only thing the company thinks about is their profit, not you. So when you say that having multiple jobs is a bad thing, all I'm saying is holding down one job that good? Like, are there pros and cons to it? Do the cons outweigh the pros, or the pros outweigh the cons of you handling one job for the entire career? If you have one job, people on YouTube say that, oh, your career is stagnant. You're not growing. You're dying as a software developer. It's like, where is the sweet spot? What do you do? Noodles. Yeah, of course. Right here. If a person has the work ethic and the mental ability to do multiple jobs at once, they should be allowed to do it. They should not be allowed to do it. You have no say in that. You're not somebody to allow or disallow it. This is a acceptable way of working. People are freelancers. I'm a freelancer. I don't need anybody's allowance or disallowance to continue what I do. That's how this works. So Hale is snitch, by the way, bro. Ruins Soham's hustle, lol. Okay, that's debatable. Exactly. When CEOs do it, it's talent. When employee does it, it's bad work. So this is what I wanted to say. You only really get this if you ever built a team or had others truly relying on you. It's a whole different perspective. No. It's not a different perspective. Please don't twist things around, Rakesh. No, it isn't. And if you want to debate debate about it with me, let me know. Very nicely, very respectfully. I'll come on a podcast with you and we can discuss this. So yeah, this is all for you. Now the next corporate. Okay, I shouldn't say the next corporate sim. It kind of implies that I just called Coders Gyan a corporate sim. No, he isn't. He isn't. He's a nice dude. I would say. It's just how my reputation is. Because I seem a little bit mean towards everybody. Okay, let's get into what this pussy said about. You're gonna get outraged. I'm telling you now.
So today, a dude named Soham got exposed online for working at 3 to 4 startups at a time, and nobody could have guessed when this first broke the news that it would get as crazy as it did. Like, the rabbit hole goes deep with this dude. So it all started with Suhail, who's a pretty prominent figure on Twitter when it comes to startups, and he created a post that said, PSA, there's a guy named Soham in India who works at 3 to 4 startups at the same time. He's been preying on YC companies and more, beware. I fired this guy in his first week and told him to stop lying / scamming people. Isn't stopped a year later, no more excuses. Now, if this sounds wild to you, you should know that this isn't some brand new thing, especially when COVID was going on and most work was remote. The overemployed community was crazy. I talked to some people on Discord that were working at 4 to 5 companies at the same time. There's even a whole Discord for this type of thing where one dude I saw posting about talking about how he had 10 full-time jobs at the same time. They don't even do things like outsource the work necessarily. A lot of times they'll
Would you call me overemployed? I mean, I am a freelancer. I'm been pretty vocal about that. Would you still call me overemployed? I can see where you're coming from, but we're not disclosing the information. But why I'm making the case for it being ethical is that there is no law either that you have to disclose everything. And if you are able to give a good employee's full-time productivity to your company, you shouldn't be needed to disclose even when you're a college student and your company isn't expecting you to be. I mean, there is no clause for companies to disclose every information to the employees as well. I mean, I'm getting what you're coming from. I understand. But still, like, I'm saying from a money perspective, if you're open with your employer, you will make more money at the end of the day. It's financially a good incentive for you to be truthful. Hey, alternate human being, why is there a listening only? Oh, you're not watching. Okay. Fine. Don't feel the need to watch this. No startup owner goes all in on day one. At least 90% don't. Same should hold for employees. Okay. Unemployed people arguing how an overemployed person was right or wrong is crazy timeline. Yes. That is the one thing. This is where I said that please don't hide your jealousy behind morals. All you are is jealous of Soham. You wish to be in his shoes so bad that you're kind of throwing your words out in the open space, hoping that it sticks. You're jealous. That's all you are. I wouldn't do it, and you're right about truth trust paying off big time. Yeah. I mean, I understand where you're coming from, doofus, as well. Like, if the law doesn't exist for companies to tell everything to employees, why is there a law for an employee to be honest to their employer? And there's one more thing I would like to say. There is no incentive for you to be honest. It's not rewarded. If you tell your career gap in your resume, 100% you're fired. Not fired. You're rejected from the interview. If you tell upfront that, hey, I'm not up to speed with all of the requirements that you mentioned in the job description, you're rejected. You choosing to be honest is the thing that gets you fired most of the time. If you tell your boss that you don't like working here, guess what? Termination letter the next day. Boom, gone. Your employment is no more. So I understand where you're coming from as well.
filter out the jobs that they get for jobs that are super slow that you can sort of coast on and maybe do one thing a week for that might take an hour. And then once you stagger them well enough, you can have a bunch of these full-time incomes, and a lot of them just end up retiring early because of it. I even worked with a dude that was doing the overemployed thing, and it was super annoying to work with him because he would need me to cover for him for a lot of the meetings he couldn't make and to do a lot of the work that he was doing because he had deadlines on his other project. Now, what makes Soham different is that...
Okay, shut up. So this is where I want you to watch this. This is where the two-faced bitch nature of this guy really comes in. So he is reporting on the whole thing for the 5 minutes and 6 minutes or whatever. But here's where it gets good.
shut up by nearly everyone I've known in every company I've worked at, but building is the only thing I've ever truly known, and it's what I'll keep doing. Earlier today, I signed an exclusive founding deal to be the founding engineer at one company and one company only. They were the only ones willing to bet on me at this time. The team is cracked, they back misfits, and they're building something absolutely insane in the video AI space. We're launching at the end of this month. More details tomorrow in my PBPN interview. I'm pissed and I've got something to prove. Soham. First of all, the fact that this dude managed to turn this situation.
And this is where the personal opinions start to happen. All this time that he built up in this video was a report segment. He was reporting on what happened. But now we are getting into what this guy really thinks. And just listen to this.
Me at this time, the team is cracked, they back misfits, and they're building something absolutely insane in the video AI space. We're launching at the end of this month. More details tomorrow in my PBPN interview. I'm pissed and I've got something to prove. Soham. First of all, the fact that this dude managed to turn this situation around and play the victim here is a great example of how he was able to land all these roles in the first place. The dude...
Victim card. Seriously? I read the whole thing myself. Never thought for a second that he's playing the victim card. He said, I'm pissed and I've got something to prove. That's not victim mentality. That is a hustler's mentality. That is him picking himself up by his bootstraps and telling the world that he is capable of doing the things that he set out to do. Where's the victim card here? I just don't see it. Dumbass.
Is like an A+ master manipulator, and it's like wild to me that he says, you don't know the full story, I'm not gonna give it to you, I'm the victim, I'm gonna join this thing of misfits, and I love to build. It seems like the only thing he's been...
See? Fabrication. I'm not gonna tell you the whole story, I'm the victim. When did he do that? Where is it in the whole thing that he did that? He never once said that he's pissed off. I mean, he is pissed off. But being pissed off about the things that have been said about you doesn't make you a victim. This is the frontier justice of social media. This is the frontier justice that these bitches engage in. They are like, I have passed my judgment on you and you are guilty until proven innocent. They don't even give the chance to somebody else to defend themselves. And rather they come out with their judgments being like, yeah, this is victim mentality. Why? I said so. There is nothing that Soham did, but it's actually my prerogative that I'm calling him the victim here.
Building is his stack of cash promising companies he do work.
Okay, look at this, hear this statement.
You don't know the full story, I'm not gonna give it to you, I'm the victim, I'm gonna join this thing of misfits, and I love to build. It seems like the only thing he's been building is his stack of cash promising companies he do work for them and develop.
It seems like the only thing he's building is a stack of cash. He's taking it a little too personally, taking this situation a little bit too personal. And this is seeming a little bit sus to me. Are you doing a reporting or are you doing a personal meltdown about this situation? He made a lot of more money than you. Why are you getting so worked up about it? That is sus, right? And why did he use that statement, his stack of cash? It's called a salary. This is, oh. When I saw this video, I'm like, what is he getting so worked up about? He is not in this fight. It doesn't concern him. No company of Y Combinator is actually connected to this guy. So what is he trying to do here? Is he trying to appeal to all the CEOs being like, look at me, how against I am of this guy's actions. He's a filth, he's a scammer, he's everything. Would you hire me? This is what I think this guy is doing right here. Nah, this is a cheap shot. I can't take him seriously. Obviously, you can't take him seriously because when I heard this, I'm like, bro, where are you going with this? CEOs get to do anything under the sun and they get praised. But should anyone do that, they are considered villains. Hypocrisy. This guy is the peddler of this mindset. Didn't even stop 1 second to throw shots at him on a personal level, being like, it seems like the only thing he's building is a stack of cash. This is the cheapest mentality I've seen.
Delivering absolutely nothing, either that or maybe he's just building the giant.
And doing absolutely nothing, either that. So you are not sure what he was doing in the first place. And yet you are still here passing judgments. Really? Anthony?
fairy tale in his mind of how he is the victim in a situation where he was working at 3 to 5 companies at a time doing
Victim in his own mind that he was working at 3 to 5 companies. So apparently, if you decide to work for 3 or 5 companies and you don't decide to tell them, you're basically playing the victim card. This is not just apples to oranges comparison. This is apples to a battleship level comparison. What the fuck does that mean? I'm trying to get into his Indian gossip anti-behavior. I'm trying to get into his head, where he's coming from, and I just can't for the life of me figure out what the hell is he saying. I mean, everyone needs money after working. What's the problem in that too?
absolutely nothing for all of them, making up random excuses and blatantly lying to people despite being caught and being told to get his shit together until finally he gets exposed and now he is the victim. I think you have to be so good at reframing.
He is true about all. He said correct that he got warnings. He was lying to all the companies, and when he's exposed, he is the victim. Just what I discussed 2 or 3 hours ago. I mean, what I discussed an hour ago. When people are pointing towards a bad person, they take the license to add whatever information, and people are gonna agree to that.
Framing a situation and gaslighting people that you've gotten to the point where you've gaslit yourself into believing you actually are not the one at fault here. But then even
Gaslit yourself that you're not the one at fault here. That's not gaslighting. That's a stupidity. People are allowed to be stupid. Interesting. Sid, miss my chats below, Saswats. Yeah, bro's making out of jealousy. He didn't act like victim anywhere. He had done and he would cry and bitch about the job market, justifying his actions. To be frank, if I earned what Soham did, I would keep doing it. It's a shameless, insane world, and the only sane people in an insane world are the insane ones. You're on your villain arc, Yeet. You're on about something else. He talks as if Soham is a criminal. Like, okay, it was maybe shitty of him to do so, but this was blown way out of proportion. This is what's the issue with people like these people.
crazier,
I mean,
he's getting real opportunities from other companies trying to hire him, and I really do think it's mostly for the clout. I think companies have seen what Cluey has done, and they're like, oh shit, it turns out there's no such thing as bad publicity, so
oh shit, it turns out that there is no such thing as bad publicity. The naivety of this guy's mindset shows here. This statement was always true. Ever since media has existed, people have known this mentality that there is no such thing called a bad publicity. So you getting to realize this now actually shows me a lack of maturity. You didn't know that? Seriously, you didn't know that? That if you just get your name out there, it doesn't matter if you're a good guy or a bad guy. It actually helps you. Now you realize it? Come on, man. How are this grown men? Can he make one point about anything? You missed my chat as well. Okay, 1 second. You know what this is because there is no developer unions. All kinds of workers unions have look out for them. Devs need a dev union. Actually, this is the idea that corporate hates, and if you never engage in that if you are in the job, I would say never engage in these discussions at the workplace if you find yourself in one. Corporate absolutely hates the idea of unions. Absolutely. They will fire you on the spot. They will pull up security to throw you out. For your own safety, never do this. I mean, in an ideal world, unions would be nice. Okay, now let's continue a little bit.
So we're going to hire the dude that has a lot of eyes on him right now to get some eyes on our product. And I didn't even want to give this company any notoriety to begin with, but
I didn't want to give any notoriety to this company to begin with. So it's like, are you doing a favor to that company? What you could have done is take the screenshot and you could have, blurred out the name Darwin Studios. but you didn't choose to do that. You wanted so bad to throw this company's name out in the wild, as if like, I am the correct person here. My opinions are correct. Therefore, whatever company I point at, they are the bad guys. I'm the good guy. That's what you did. Your own statement when you said, I didn't want to throw this company's name out in the wild. This is what shows how shitty your mentality is. And now look at what he says right here.
But it turns out he announced that it's some company called Darwin Studio.
Some company named Darwin Studios. I mean, such a condescending tone. For what though?
And they've stood by him since the story broke yesterday, whatever the fuck that's supposed to mean. And if
Whatever the fuck that's supposed to mean. And now the F-bombs have started to drop. I'm telling you, this guy has taken it on a personal level. He can't fathom that there can somebody like Soham Parekh that can exist, that can do multiple jobs at once. He's blowing it way out of proportion. Whatever the fuck that means. Bro, stop watching. He just needs publicity and he wants a ranting session. No. I'm telling you the reality of this guy. I'm showing you what he really is. So now he shows the name and the face of the CEO, which he could have chosen to blur out, but he didn't. He just didn't. You did it. Okay.
if there's one question I have for this guy is that if you're going to stand by him for what he did, why did you give him an exclusivity clause at your company? Like if
Because it is the smart move to do. You caught him doing things. I say myself that he is morally wrong, ethically wrong. So if I want to hire you, I would want you to be in an exclusive deal with me because that is a smart thing to do. I'm not walking into a problematic statement willingly and voluntarily, knowing what you have done in the past. I will call you up to my office. I will give you the best salary. I would talk to you on a human level, like, bro, why did you do this? What is it going to take for you to stay at just my company? And then Soham would say his number. If I'm able to give it, I would sign an exclusive deal. Like, bro, you said it yourself. You want this kind of money. So now you have to appear into my office. And as a result of your clout, I'm going to get people's eyes on my product using your name. Obviously, you're my employee, so I have the full rights to use your name. And I will make sure that I will put that in the contract so that you're aware of what's going to happen. If the deal works out, great. If the deal doesn't work out, fine. We'll go on separate routes. But this dude right here, what did he choose to do? Why do I like this will cannonball into racism against Indian people soon in the tech space as it doesn't exist already? I mean, it does, and I can show you some comments right here. First of all, his own comment section is for Soham. So actually, there are so many people that are in support of Soham. That's crazy, actually. But no one's his own audience. No one's the victim here, in my honest opinion. He used the hustler mentality, as do the companies. Everyone's accountable. Should be this way. And look at this. He does have one real job. Call center scammer. Then anyway, ignore those racist comments. If he has that much capacity or that much talent, there is nothing to worry about, I think so. Bro, off topic question, but can you tell me books or videos for learning problem solving? Problem solving, I don't think can be taught. You're gonna have to flail around and find the resource that works for you.
If you truly stand by what he did and you believe that it is right, why are you not allowing him to do it while he works at your company? You're pretty much like, yeah, dude, I don't care that you scammed all these other companies out of their money. You know, I stand by you. You don't believe all the hate you're getting, but
What's with the acting, man? What's with the acting? I'm telling you, he's so pissed. He's so angry on this thing that happened. Why? Just why? It doesn't concern you.
Don't do that shit around here. So yeah, I'm pretty fucking sure this is all some giant publicity play. I think Soham wants to be like the next Roy Lee. And I'm not a lawyer.
Soham wants to be the next Roy Lee. And what is wrong with that? I think this is one of those guys that thinks that Roy Lee is a scammer as well, because he created that tool fuck lead code, and as a result wants to be the next Roy Lee. Nobody wants to chase a title as much as you think. We don't live to be just another Steve Jobs or another whatever. We can be ourselves, you know. Not everybody is insecure as you. Look at your face that I have paused. This is what shows your mentality throughout this whole video. You're jealous yourself and you just ranting just to get it out. Wow, throwing around the scam word. Obviously, one envious motherfucker I see in him. That's all. Shashwat, true with this guy just to show how much far from an ideal world the government only gives a damn of protecting the rich and powerful, whereas the others barely have a voice. Exactly. He probably got rejected by some YC company. I can't stand this guy's success. Yes, yes, that is.
But it feels like all he did was something that would be comparable to committing fraud, in my opinion. And now he's getting a ton of backlash and like the notoriety is getting to his head. So yeah, if I had to take a bet on how Darwin Studio is going to do with this hire, I'd be willing to bet against the company. And
I'd be willing to bet against the company. So now it's not just that he has a beef with Soham. It's just that any company that he works with, this guy is like, I'm willing to bet against them. Why? What did that company do to you? How are you concerned? I mean, where are you in this whole argument to think that you have to say these things out? That, yeah, at the end of the day, we do say that we wish the best for the company, but we don't really mean it. But that doesn't mean that you're going to be so negative about it. Hey, Mahin, top 10 punchable faces. It's a shitty video. I'm not going to stereotype him based on his whole activity on this channel. But this is an L video. Such an L video.
Just goes to show that we are entering the era of the internet where there's so much noise out there that any publicity seems to be good publicity. If you want...
We seem to be entering this era of the internet where any publicity is good publicity. Again, the innocence in the statement. And he's saying it such a boomer way. We are entering an era in this industry. Like, it's always been this way, man. It's always been this way. Any publicity is good publicity at the end of the day.
Funding, start doing a bunch of shit that gets people talking about it. If you want a job, do something so outrageous that you get canceled by a ton of people, and eventually there'll be that one person who wants to cash in on that.
Oh. Seriously? This is a rant session. This is not an objective breakdown of what has happened or anything. He just saw one dude getting shit on by everybody and he's like, here's my chance. I'm gonna jump in. Anyway.
Notoriety and we'll hire you instead. So yeah, make sure you subscribe, and if you want to talk about it, I have
piss off. Everybody, your own audience is against you on this. Shut up. Anyway, so this is all the things that I wanted to say about Soham Parekh. Hey, Algorithm Soft, you are very late today. 1 hour, 30 minutes. We had a full-on session about Soham Parekh and you missed all of it. Epitome of cancel culture. Bro, join politics, you don't deserve tech. Logic is the first thing we learned which you are incapable of. I mean, seriously, like, dude. I'll come back 1 second. Yeah, I'm back. Scribble when? Let's play Scribble. Then we'll get into the videos that Vaikunt want to show us. What the hell? Um, I mean, I sent over the link on Discord. Please tell some cool MCP tools to build. I don't know, bro. I have no idea on how this works. Soham was just hardworking guy. I knew government doctor and he has clinics. This should also be illegal. Same way teachers have jobs. I mean, extra jobs like tuition center, coaching center, and everything. So how is that not illegal? How the fuck did Yeet? Okay, I'm gonna have to turn off stream sniping. 1 second. Sorry about this. I'm gonna have to do this. Tell me some cool MCP tools to build. I don't know about MCP, bro. That's the problem. What? Oh, thanks for the hint. There are MBBS students studying my degree and destroying it like nothing. Really? He said, I just started learning game dev in the Unity game engine, want to go into game dev, making games for a living. But I know I won't be earning from it for the next 4 to 5 years, and I'm still in college. I plan to do it alongside having a job. Is doing so any good? Yeah, obviously it is. Of course it is doing, it would be a good thing to do. I will say that I will dislike this drawing about comic book. Disable the blur. Seems irritating to watch the blur filter. Anyway, it's just game. Nah, not gonna do that. You can talk though, Picasso. I'm still here. See, as a result, I can maybe I can do something. 1 second. I mean, I support your mission, Oshinomi. Just hide the name part. Yes, yes, I'm trying to do that. Yes. You can just blur that part. Yes, yes, I'm trying. Hmm. Where is it, bro? What the hell, man? One second. Let me find. Is this better? Tag nahi kiya, so bad. I already tagged you. I mean, what the hell? What the hell, man? I just put the hair tag right here in the Discord server. A bit above. This should be good. I know. I will open up my own stream. Yeah, so a little bit upward. really sorry. I'm really sorry. Oh man. Oh, fuck that. चूज करते टाइम दिख जाता है वर्ड बाय द वे. Oh, so you're only getting the advantage of one word. That's all right. Life boy, nice. 5 pixels up, remove 10 pixels from bottom. The word becomes visible while selecting. Now that's all right. Like that's fine. Ugh, shut up. Um, or is getting a job in the give them company a better option? Sure. No, you can't see my word. No. No, you can't see my. You cannot see my word. I can make sure I'm seeing my own stream. No, you can't. No, like it shows when it's your chance to draw genius. I know, it does. That's all right. One chance I can leave that to other people. That's all right. What the shriveled balls? Oh, it was actually a good drawing. I just got disconnected. GG's. No problem, no problem. Mahin participated in because I abused in the chat. Participated in Google Agentic AI Day hackathon, but college chose exam, so had to back out. No problem, masked coder. Space bar. Really, Devansh? No, I don't think that you abused in the chat. That's why you got. Alien. What the? How the fuck? Hey, curious buddy. Oi, I am Abbott. Good one. Man, they got my Rajasthan border drawing, then draw shit like this. Fuck. First of all, Why Kirti Narayan? Because it was already visible. So what's the point? No demon says rod. Obviously, you will get banned. First of all, the electricity hasn't come back yet. What the hell? Like, why you didn't drew? Because it was visible. It's no point. What the fuck? What is this? Oh. You never told the story, by the way. Which story? Picasso? Can you tell me, Picasso, your birth story? Okay, Vaikunt, do you want to get banned or something? That it looks like a fucking knife is size issues. Yeah, obviously. Cobweb. Hey, Roop. Yeah, I'm doing fine, bro. Leave it. You will gonna ban me too. But what story, Picasso? What we do? Oh, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I got it. New haircut. Yes, yes. Picasso capture. Let me know what story. I want to listen to that. Said any prerequisites you looking in a candidate for the internship? No, I'm not, and I'm gonna resume the interviews from tomorrow. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Where to apply for the internship? In my Discord channel, bro. In my Discord channel. Manas, why are you saying hello each time? I know you're here. I know you're here. Stream sniping doesn't work anymore. So how are we gonna get updates for the calls? In your DMs, make sure to check on your Discord DMs. I got exam on July 13th. Can't apply. Is this a full stack role? No, it's not a role. It's not a role. Limo left the room? Larry? Oh, Carrie. So the Pomodoro app I was working on, I made it a Chrome extension. Good for you, man. Good for you. What will be your timings? Morning hoga to I'll put 10-15 alarms to wake up. That would be Sunday 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Oh, easy. Do you hire intern fixed time पर और सिर्फ randomly हो रहा? What? I'm not hiring an intern, bro, Manas. I'm not hiring interns. I'm taking interns for guidance. That's what's happening. I'll hope to get into next year. Yeah, good for you, man. You will. You were in hospital during midnight. How are you streaming now? Yeah, I mean, that's the hustle culture, bro. I was in the ER yesterday until like 3 a.m. I got back home. Shit. I must have lost my first rank. First of all, such a good drawing that was. Means you in college. Very overwhelmed with by DSA right now. Manas, you in college. Yeah, I think he is. First year. Oh, you're in first year, Manas. Okay, next year would be better for you then. Actually, your last year would be better for you, I would say. Sid, how do you fulfill your protein intake? I don't. Hey, Pinto. Is Yeet your real name? No, it isn't. Shit. Hey, Mass Man. Happy to have you here. Never saw you before. Nothing bad by trying early on. I mean, yeah, fair. Yes. Protein intake. I try to eat chicken and everything. So sometimes it helps. What the hell is this? But as a senior, I would recommend you to grind DSA with your enhance your problem solving capabilities. Yep. What is that, man? Like, what is this? Whew, that was close. That was close. Changed my name. Was your mom? Oh, okay. That's all right. Means next year, July. Yes, next year, July. ID? What do you mean ID? What? I swear. Sweat is famous. Are you serious right now? Hey, let's go. This is my first time. I have won. This is the first time I won. Get wrecked, both of you. Now, you only won once. Yeah, okay, I'll take it. You know, Manas is also not my real name. It's just the name for anonymity. GG's. I don't know what your real name is. Itni khushi. Obviously, itni khushi. Because, of course, there will be. Who's sweet or sweet Lola? Yeah, I mean, sure, fair. Very fair. Whoever it was, you who called sweet sweat. Yeah, I mean, piss off. Video Games Europe, an industry lobbying group, has unsurprisingly come out against SKG. The arguments against following allow you to keep your purchase are flimsy. I'll have a video on it in a day or two. Oh, so it's in trouble. We need to keep a 2 out of 2 podium. Let's go. I enjoyed playing. Yeah, welcome, Kuni Panda. Scroll up. Yes, we will watch the video now. Yeah, let's watch this.
बहुत शर्मिंदगी की बात है कि मुझे अभी मैंने नीट के एग्ज़ाम के जस्ट बाद ही वीडियो बनाई थी, अब मुझे दोबारा बनानी पड़ रही है क्योंकि पेरेंट्स फिर अपनी औकात पे आ गए हैं. मैं यही बोलूँगा, बहुत बुरा साउंड करेगा, ईगो हर्ट करेगा. मैं चाहता हूँ ये वो
Wow, this guy is really fired up. I am a little bit interested in knowing what he has to say. Let's see. By search मार लेता. Can we find and ban the sweet sweat dude? Alright.
रिलेटिव्स पेरेंट्स सब अपनी औकात दिखा चुके हैं कि बेटा हम सगे नहीं है तुम्हारे, हम तुम्हारा भला तो चाहते नहीं है, हमें हमारा सोसाइटी का कार्ड चाहिए बस कि हमारी सोसाइटी हमें वैलिडेट कर दे. समाज में इज्जत चाहिए, तुमसे हमें लेना देना नहीं है. तुम खुश हो, तुम अपने डिप्रेशन में चले जाओ, हमें तुम्हें कोई सी लेना देना नहीं है इसमें. तुम्हारी बस रिजल्ट देखेंगे हम कि तुम्हारी नीट में सिलेक्शन हो गया, ठीक है, तुमने मेहनत अगर ठीक है नहीं हुआ तुम्हारा सिलेक्शन, तुमने मेहनत करी थी नहीं करी थी डजेंट मैटर, तुम्हारा रिजल्ट ही देखेंगे. और फिर बोलते समाज ही देखता. समाज भी तुम ही हो जो उल्टी गंगा बहाते हो ना कि हम समाज से हैं, समाज हमसे नहीं है. पागल हो, तुमसे समाज है.
1 second, I forgot to take away the filter. 1 second. Sorry about that. Boom. Now it is gone. Yeah. Okay, so he's really fired up. It seems he said that Samaj bhi tumse hi hai. I mean, you worked hard and it didn't pay off. What is happening? I might need to watch a little bit more to get proper context. So I know some component concepts, 3 React hooks. What next do I learn? Router authentication course. Just follow a structured tutorial, bro. Relatable. I got dunked on 99% of my parents can't get shit in Detroit. Really? You're in Detroit? Yeet. Blur screen on top. Okay, I did that. Context kya hai? I don't know what the context is. Let's see what this is really.
तुमसे समाज है. आपके जैसे 100 पेरेंट्स बनते हैं, 500 पेरेंट्स बनते हैं ना, उनसे समाज बनता है. और उनका पार्ट आप भी हो. आप चेंज हो गए, आप अपने साथ के 2 चेंज करोगे, ऐसे करके पूरी चीजें चेंज हो जाती है. पर नहीं, हमें क्यों करना चेंज? हमारे लिए तो समाज का वैलिडेशन जरूरी है. जो हमारे घर में रोटी भी नहीं डालने आएगा, जो हमारे घर में मदद के टाइम पे काम भी नहीं आएगा, आपको तो उनकी वैलिडेशन चाहिए. खुद का सगा बच्चा थोड़ी है, तो मशीन है जी. हमारे रिजल्ट प्रिंट कर करके देगा, रिपोर्ट कार्ड प्रिंट कर करके देगा हमें, ताकि हम वैलिडेट हो पाए, हमारी वाहवाही सुन पाए, जूते चटवा पाए अपन अपने नीचे से लोगों से. मेरा बेटा डॉक्टर है, मेरी बेटी डॉक्टर है. सिर्फ यही एम है आपका. आपको वो जिंदगी में अच्छा सेटल हो जाए, अच्छी जिंदगी काट ले, खुश रहे. इस चीज से कोई लेना देना नहीं है आपको. कितना ही खुद से झूठ बोल लो कि नहीं आप चाहते हो, असलियत यही है, आप नहीं चाहते. ये सब कुछ ये बाय प्रोडक्ट मानते हो. बेसिकली आप ये बाय प्रोडक्ट मानते हो कि ये तो आ ही जाएगा. और डॉक्टर्स की ग्राउंड रियलिटी कभी पता चलने की कोशिश नहीं करी. क्यों? क्योंकि ये भ्रम टूट जाएगा फिर कि वो खुश रहते हैं. नहीं रहते. 90
Okay, so there is a point here to be made that he is angry for the validation that parents seek out of us. I mean, I understand it. I'm not gonna be like what he's saying is completely wrong, but then again, the expectations that the good life will happen to you automatically if you crack IIT or the crack the doctor's life and everything. Whew, this is really dicey. I mean, when you think about it from a calm mind, you do think that, yeah, they want good things to happen for you. And as a result of good things happening for you, they will seek validation from other parents. Competition is a real thing. I would not say that it's only students that compete in the real world. Our parents are also competing with one another, saying that, oh, look at Sharmaji's son. He actually is in a love marriage. Look at my son. He's in arranged marriage. Look at Gupta ji's daughter. She's actually a doctor in the America. She actually got a scholarship in America for studying medical and everything. And now look at this dude, Mehta's son. He is still scrambling around for his BTech degree, doesn't have a direction on where he wants to go in life. So there is a competition in parents as well. And you are kind of the pawns that get played like that. But I will get into this mindset if I was angry at my parents. When you think about it from a calm mind, you actually think that no, ultimately, the first goal, the first priority of your parents is to get a good life for you. But I understand his anger, where he's coming from. I mean, I understand that. No, that's a joke that people make. I'm going to Purdue to do EC. Now I'm going to admit later. Left with Pilani. Have you watched the Dark History of Sam Altman video? No, not really, Arthur. Sorry about that. I did get shat on by a lot by my parents, though, because I got IIT Bhubaneswar Civil. Damn. Hey, Pramod.
परसेंट एटलीस्ट 90% तो मतलब जो भी डॉक्टर फील्ड में है, जो मेडिसिन फील्ड में है, वो एग्री करेंगे कि हालत अच्छी नहीं है इंडिया में, वर्क कल्चर अच्छा नहीं है, एटलीस्ट डॉक्टर्स.
Okay, so this is where I would like to point out a sentiment. Sometimes the societal acceptance kind of makes up for the horrible environment you face at work. Doctors are not happy with their workplace culture. I get it. 100% I get it. I'm not gonna diminish their problems. But at the same time, all the other professions, they are not enjoying their workplace culture now, are they? Software developers, they have their own issues. Like construction people, they have their own issues. The police, the lawyers, the doctors, like the teachers, who else is a very founding contributing factor of society? I would say plumbers, electricians, they all have their issues. So compared to those positions, doctors actually have the societal acceptance. They get respect when they walk into the room. So in a way, you have the potential to make crores and crores of rupees because there are very good doctors who are very well established. You can be one of those. But the other job positions, they don't really provide that. You can be a doctor throughout your life. And the older that you get, the more valuable you become as a doctor. However, that's not the same thing you can say about software developers, about plumbers, about electricians, about construction people. If construction industry actually, they don't want older people, they will throw them out. They will hire somebody young who can actually carry the bricks on their backs. So all the dynamics of job positions, it kind of works in a different way. You can't just say doctors are unhappy, therefore we shouldn't be glamorizing the doctor position. There is still a lot to be glamorized about doctors. But yeah, I understand. I understand where he's coming from. I heard a news for 47 doctors posting in government hospitals, 2,500 showed up. It was in Delhi, I guess. Oh, yeah, that is a competition everybody faces, bro.
रुला के रख देते हैं, पर आपको इस चीज से फर्क नहीं पड़ता. आपको सर्टिफिकेट चाहिए कि हमारा बेटा डॉक्टर है, एमबीबीएस कर रहा है. कंपैरिजन करने में 1 सेकंड लगाते हैं आप, 1 सेकंड, कि उसका तो हो गया, तेरा क्यों नहीं हुआ, वो भी तो बच्चा है. हम करें कंपेयर, हम करें. बिजनेस है मेरे दोस्तों के पापा बहुत अमीर है, आप क्यों नहीं हो?
Yeah, you're gonna get slapped.
अब बोलेंगे कि हमने तो हमारा जो बस पढ़ सकता था हमने तो बेस्ट प्रोवाइड किया, तुमने हमने बेस्ट किया, फिर हमने भी एग्जाम में बेस्ट किया, उसको क्यों नहीं ले रहे कंसिडरेशन में? आपका ही बेस्ट है, हमारा नहीं है बेस्ट। आपका ही है क्या जो है? आप ही करते हो मेहनत, आप ही हो इंसान, हम तो साला सुअर है आ गए यहाँ पे। मेरे को इतने मैसेजेस आ चुके हैं ना कि पेरेंट्स इस हिसाब से ट्रीट कर रहे हैं जैसे मेरी जिंदगी अब खत्म हो चुकी है, इसके आगे कोई रोड नहीं है। 40 साल का आदमी एक 19 साल के बच्चे को कह रहा है तेरी जिंदगी खत्म हो गई। आपने कैसे काट ली? आपने कैसे काट ली?
Okay, that's a fair thing. So this actually pertains to students ending their lives just because they failed an exam, and this is where we don't teach people to handle failures. Somebody who's like 18, 19, 20 years old just failed an exam or didn't crack that exam. Now suddenly the 50-year-olds are telling them that you're not gonna make it in life, who themselves haven't cracked those exams to begin with. How the fuck do they have the authority to tell somebody that? This is where like I would agree with this guy that yeah, our society doesn't tell you how to gracefully handle your failures and pick yourselves back up from it. It's just like you get one chance, you didn't crack it, done, you're done for, it's over. Yeah, I am against this mentality also. Yes, fair.
जो ज्यादातर बोल रहे हैं ना खुद डॉक्टर भी नहीं है कि बेटा तेरी जिंदगी खत्म, वो खुद डॉक्टर भी नहीं है।
Yes.
जो ज्यादातर ये बोल रहे हैं कि तेरी अब तो कुछ नहीं कर पाएगा लाइफ में, तेरा ये है, तेरे तो वो है, निकम्मा नकारा, ये सब बोल रहे हैं। वो उन्होंने खुद भी एग्जाम क्लियर नहीं किया फिर भी बोल रहे हो तुमने भी काट ली ना, हम भी काट लेंगे।
Yes.
हम भी काट लेंगे।
Yes. Success doesn't have to be at the age of 25. It just doesn't have to be. You have your entire life in front of you. 60, 70, 80 years that you're going to live. You're going to have ample amount of time to try things out, fail at it, then again try something out, fail at it. Making a life decision and thinking of yourself as a failure when you have barely stepped into the real world is the best way to destroy your own mentality. Straight up. Don't do that to yourself. You haven't seen the real world. Go out there, go check the real world, how it works. You will see that you're going to have lots and lots of years to try things out and fail at it. And just one time that you are successful and won, that's it. That's all you need.
यार मतलब कहाँ से 3 इडियट्स कब आ गई थी मूवी? कब आ गई थी मूवी कि भाई इतना ज्यादा प्रेशर नहीं देना चाहिए बच्चों पे जो गलत कदम उठा ले। ठीक है, वो राजू रस्तोगी जो भी था वो छत से कूद गया था, बाद में बच गया, वो अलग स्टोरी है बिल्कुल भी। कुछ लोग बच्चे नहीं बचाएंगे, फिर रोता डुलेंगे कि क्या था मेरे सामने तो नॉर्मल दिखता था, क्या कदम उठा लिया, बात कर लेता। जब बात करने की कोशिश करी ना, लताड़ते थे आप कि तू चुप हो जा, तू किसी काबिल नहीं है, तू नहीं कर पाएगा कुछ भी जिंदगी में। इतना सेल्फ डाउट में डाल देते हैं बंदे को कि यार सच में इतना बुरा हूं क्या, सच में इतना बुरा हूं। उसके जो भी नेचुरल टैलेंट्स थे ना, जहां से वो इतना बड़ा नाम कर सकता था अपना कि क्या हद ही नहीं है, कोई लिमिट ही नहीं है उसकी, सारे दबा दिए जस्ट बिकॉज आपको एक ऐसी चीज में उसको डालना था जहां पे कंपटीशन बहुत है, बहुत ज्यादा कंपटीशन है, पर जो वैलिडेट करती है सोसाइटी वो सिर्फ इन्हीं को ही करती है। और सोसाइटी आपसे बनती है, ठीक है, आप सोसाइटी से नहीं है। जो बिल्कुल स्टूपिड बीएस थिंकिंग है ना कि हम सोसाइटी से, सोसाइटी हमसे नहीं। आपके जैसे 100 200 एक जैसी सोच वाले जो लोग मिलते हैं ना, वो बनाते हैं सोसाइटी। खुद को चेंज करो, साथ वाले 2 दोस्तों को बोलो कि नहीं यार आज से ऐसा सोचेंगे, मैनिपुलेट होंगे, करेंगे, पूरी सोसाइटी बदल जाएगी। पर नहीं, ये क्यों करना है? अपने बच्चे को कुछ ना ये करेंगे अपन, हमारे बच्चे में ही कमी है कुछ। हमेशा की तूने ही मेहनत में कमी छोड़ दी होगी, कभी उसकी मेहनत मत देख लेना, फिर जो उसने एक्चुअल में करी क्या थी वो मत देख लेना कभी भी। हमेशा उसी ने ही कमी छोड़ी है ना।
Actually, this is where it's now borderline getting unreasonable. Look, you cracking an exam is basically the result of your hard work. It doesn't matter if you were a natural born genius, you didn't need to study as much as other kids, and you cracked the exam. Nobody would care that you're a natural genius born kind of person. They would see the result. It's a result oriented statement. How you are saying this thing about cracking exams, it's actually the same sentiment around getting a job as well. When you have a job, people overlook your faults. People overlook the fact that you were not a great student in school, college, whatever. They just see the result that you have a job and that's it. Now you are a genius. On the other side, if you are a research student, if you are the most crack dev out there, But it's just that you are 25 years old and you don't have a job. Now suddenly you're the biggest failure in everybody's eyes. Sometimes you're gonna have to stop giving a fuck what other people think about you and just pursue what you want to pursue. Falling in line, just falling into line and just following the masses, it can lead you to acceptance, but it won't lead you to fulfillment most of the time. You're gonna have to carve your own path out. You're gonna have to take the charge in your own hands and then create your life that way. And only then you will find true happiness in your life. That's the thing that this guy probably he needs to understand, that it's only the exams right now, but it's actually the job, the marriage, the kid, the everything, the retirement plan, the house that he has to buy. All of it is a competition. All of it. It just doesn't stop. It just doesn't stop. What the fuck? Did I just get an ad side by side with the stream? Could be, could be.
हमेशा उसी ने ही कमी छोड़ी है, उसी में ही दिक्कत है, और सब ठीक है, सब भले हैं। ऐसे ऐसे बच्चे हैं जो अपने माता पिता को गर्लफ्रेंड बॉयफ्रेंड का गेम खेलने के लिए मार देते हैं। वो तो कभी नहीं बोलते कि यार मेरा बच्चा कितना अच्छा है, उसने ऐसे कभी गलत संगत नहीं पाली, ऐसे गलत कभी काम नहीं करने का सोचे। तारीफ करने में दिखेंगे नहीं लाइन में, कभी लाइन में नहीं दिखेंगे, कभी जिंदगी में तारीफ का शब्द नहीं निकालेंगे, पर गाली देने में, पर जो जलील करने में सबसे आगे, सबसे आगे। जहां पे लाइन शुरू भी नहीं होती उससे 4 कदम आगे खड़े होते हैं कि हम देंगे सबसे पहले गाली, हम करेंगे जलील तेरे को, हम कराएंगे तेरे को सेल्फ वर्थ पे डाउट अपनी।
I feel sorry for this guy for laughing at him like this. I feel sorry. I understand. I'm not saying that you should go into this level of extremes when you think about things. This is why people say that you should not take decisions when you are the most angry. Like, let the anger flow out of you and then make your decisions. I mean, this is why people do it. Anything of the societal thing and the parents, what they do to us, if you think about it from a rational mind, it would make sense. But when you get angry, that's when you can bring up these points, and they are fair points. They are fair points. But this is what the duality of society is.
आपकी सोचना अभी भी गुलाम है इस सोसाइटी की। आप सच बता रहा हूँ, गुलाम है, गुलाम। ऐसे ऐसे जब देखते हैं ना पेरेंट्स, हम कुछ जो पेरेंट्स मतलब हीरा निकल जाते हैं, कुछ मतलब हजारों में से एक, लाखों में से एक जो हीरा पेरेंट्स होते हैं कि जो हर चीज में सपोर्ट करता है अपने बच्चे को, तो बुरा लगता है, जनरली बुरा लगता है कि यार हमने क्या पाप किए थे जो ऐसे मिले।
See, you just said it yourself. हमने क्या पाप किए थे जो हमको ऐसे पेरेंट्स मिले? Same way your parents are thinking about you. कि other parents are getting these kids who are getting into colleges, scholarships, jobs and everything. What did we do wrong that our kid turned out to be like this? You just said it yourself, bro. Like, understand things a little bit holistically. Look at both sides of the equation. I'm not downplaying your argument, but you also have to see it both ways. Anyway, let's
आपको ही टारगेट कर रहा हूँ स्पेशली, ताकि लगे चोट थोड़ी सी। और अब मेरे को पता है कुछ तो होंगे अभी भी, थोड़े से पत्थर टाइप के होते हैं, थोड़े से होते हैं बाठे के होते हैं कुछ, वो अभी भी नहीं समझेंगे।
No. Actually, we do understand. I mean, I'm not a parent myself. I mean, I'm a nobody actually in this argument. But still, I mean, for him, what? Overthinkers ran swayed by emotions. I mean, this is what the duality of everything is. When you think about it from a rational mind, it seems all right. When you get angry, that's when you point out the hypocrisies that we do. It's a bit spiteful, this video. Indian parents are like that. They don't show emotion, but I can't relate with any of it and feel bad for him. I mean, I do feel bad for him. I think there is something that happened with this guy, that he decided to share his thoughts out. And he is making good points, but those points make sense when you are angry. When you think about it, I would really recommend this guy to watch his own video when he is calm-minded and not feel the emotions taking over. He would see that, yeah, he did go a little bit unreasonable. I always try my best to avoid such blame games. I mean, yeah, playing the blame game and also the comparison game. Don't compare yourself to anybody. Like, don't do that. Be happy in your own life, even if it's not perfect. That's how it should be. Other people are going to be richer than you. Somebody is going to be taller than you, more muscly than you, more girlfriends than you, more everything. You will find people like that everywhere, bro. If you really started looking upwards, there will always be somebody above you in terms of financials, influence, power, sex appeal, job placement guarantee, style, riz, charisma, attitude, personality, funny, everything. Somebody else is better than you in that. So what do? Do you stop living? No, we have to live. I mean, who else are we going to be if we are not ourselves? Why play a character? Just embrace who you are. You're not gonna be perfect and nobody else is. So where's the comparison even coming from? I wish I have at least one GF.
और कोई रिस्पेक्ट नहीं है मेरे दिल में आपके लिए अगर आप अपने बच्चे को नीचे रखते हैं एक सोसाइटी से कोई रिस्पेक्ट नहीं है एक्चुअली जो ऑनर किलिंग कर देते हैं आजकल जस्ट बिकॉज लव मैरिज करना चाह रहे थे ये खैर काफ़ी दूर की बात हो गई बट जो ऑनर के बेसिस पे
This is what being unreasonable sounds like. He tried to stay on topic, but this is what happens when emotions take over you. You actually go to unrelated places, like he just mentioned. This is what happens. This is why you need to control Uday, control from that movie. Welcome. Yeah. A lot of these parents do have issues. They want greatness from their kids, but they themselves are mediocre. They make their children a lottery ticket, forgetting that few win the lottery. I mean, yes, I understand that. This is why I'm saying, Danaramu, I understand where this guy is coming from. There's a dual thing happening here. I'm not saying this guy is completely wrong. I understand that. I understand.
कौन सा ऑनर बचा रहे हो आप राजा महाराजा हो क्या किंगडम चल रहे हैं आपके नाम पे कौन सा ऑनर हो भाई सच बता रहा हूँ आप ना बिल्कुल जनरली भाई इंडिया को छोड़ो यार इंडिया को छोड़ो अब यहाँ पे
What happened?
बिल्कुल जनरली भाई इंडिया को छोड़ो यार इंडिया को छोड़ो अब यहाँ पे अपने पेरेंट्स
India ko chhod do. That's not a reasonable thing to say. Even if you go to New Zealand and you go to US and everything and you take your mindset with you, then you're gonna be creating the same societies over there as well that believe in the same mindset. So leaving India, don't do that. Try to stay on topic, man. Try to stay on topic. Calm down. It's not that. कहाँ की बात कहाँ घुसा रहा है ये बंदा. But that happens. I understand that.
से भी मेरे को लगता है फॉर्मेलिटी की वो रखनी पड़ेगी क्योंकि जो बंदा अभी तक ये सोच रहा था ना कि मुझे अपने पेरेंट्स के लिए सब करना है उनको सब प्रोवाइड करना है सब बिल्कुल मतलब एक लग्जरियस बहुत प्यारी लाइफस्टाइल देनी है उसको जब रियलिटी हिट हुई कि इनको तो साला सिर्फ फर्क ही मेरे रिजल्ट से पड़ता है मैं कितनी मेहनत कर लूँ देवर मतलब एक्नॉलेज ही नहीं करने वाले तो वो सोचता है कि जब गाली पढ़नी है तो मेहनत करके भी क्यों करूँ मैं मतलब मेहनत करके भी गाली पढ़नी है और मेहनत नहीं करूँगा तो पढ़नी ही पढ़नी है तो मेहनत ही ना करो इससे अच्छा
Actually, that's not that saying that your parents will never acknowledge your good doings is unreasonable. It's unreasonable. When you look at photographs or you look at vlogs of some YouTuber buying a car for their parents and everything, they do seem happy. Like, it's cringe, I know, to record your parents' reaction, but they are happy. It's not like I haven't seen. I have not bought a car for my parents, but I have bought things, and it's not like they are angry at me. Okay, now I am drifting off topic, but I can at least detect that. दर्द हुआ बेचारे को. You should not make fun of him. This is what I'm saying. Like, I get it. Even though I don't approve of all of this, I get it.
आप जब बोलते हो सो कि तू कुछ नहीं कर पाएगा जिंदगी में कुछ नहीं कर पाएगा वो यही सोच लेता पर फिर भी वो कुछ गलत कदम नहीं उठाता खुद को खत्म नहीं करता वो और कैसे तैसे पुश थ्रू करके कहीं ना कहीं से जुगाड़ लगा के अपनी मेहनत करके एड़ी चोटी का जोर लगा के कुछ अच्छा बन जाता है जिंदगी में तो वो सोचता है कि इन्होंने तो बोलता मैं कुछ नहीं कर पाऊंगा मैं तो बन गया कुछ और इनसे अच्छा बन गया आपकी एक बात पे रत्ती भर का भरोसा करना छोड़ देगा वो फिर डिस्टेंसिंग बढ़ते हैं फिर आते केस कि हमें वृद्धाश्रम में छोड़ गए फिर आते केस कि सिर्फ कागजात से मतलब है सिर्फ प्रॉपर्टी लेने से मतलब है
Ooh, baby. What are you going? What are you on about, man? What are you on about? I mean, I will say one thing about this guy. I would really recommend him to watch that one thing from Avengers Endgame when he goes back into the past and meets his dad, and his dad doesn't know that he's Tony from the future, and they are talking, and Tony says that my dad was horrible when I was growing up, but now looking back at it, I only remember the good stuff. Like, you know, the scene, Howard Stark in the movie Endgame, when he and Captain America go back to Captain America's birthplace. So this is what like life really is like. You are angry now, you are cherry picking the bad things that your parents are doing for you, but when you get to an age where you look back, you can't really feel that way anymore. You try to remember the good things that they did for you. You will be like, yeah, fair, my parents were not perfect, but I wasn't either. And yeah, this is how life really is. Damn, I'm getting emotional. But yeah, this is what happens to us. We are ants on a rock which is orbiting a ball of hydrogen which is orbiting around the Milky Way, which is interacting with other local galaxies, then the galaxy itself moving through the universe. Okay, what are you on about, Roop? Don't try and get all philosophical on me, please. Bro needs a therapist and a counselor ASAP. I mean, I'm not saying that in a disrespectful tone, but some counseling would be nice for this guy. I would really recommend him to go to a counselor, career counselor, or college counselor, or maybe a therapist. I'm not saying these are foolproof solutions that he will be perfect after going to a therapist, but seeking help, professional help, can be, you know, step in the right direction. Take the first step, bro. Only then go from there. Parents pressure भी बहुत करते हैं marks कम आने पे. So yeah, I mean, yes, fair. That's a fair. This is what I'm saying. I'm not taking a side here. I'm not on the parent's side as well as I'm not on this guy's side either. It has to be. I'm right there in the between. I understand what this guy is saying. I understand the problems that we have in society. Yeah, fair. But ये case वाला बहुत extreme नहीं हो गया. Yes, fair. That's a fair thing. Uzumaki Luffy. Yes, that was a little bit extreme. Taking away the property and throwing out your parents. Nah, that is unfair. Hey man, how you feeling now? I mean, there is still something up here, but you know, we live. My parents also don't acknowledge my private job, constantly pushing for government job. But they seen my paycheck, everything is perfect. Seems like at the end it's all money. Of course it's all money, bro.
खुद अपनी पैर पे कुल्हाड़ी मारते हो आप. प्यार देना सीखा नहीं है, सिर्फ रिजल्ट लाके दे दो इनको हाथ में. हमारा तो पैसा लगाना काम है जी, प्यार भी लगा दिया करो कभी. नहीं चाहिए आपका पैसा. जब पैसा बाद में है, प्यार पहले है. पर नहीं, ये तो समझना ही नहीं है. क्यों? हम तो इंडियन है, हम तो ऐसे ही रहते हैं. बिल्कुल, ये देश का कुछ नहीं हो सकता. मेरे जो भी
देश का कुछ नहीं हो सकता. What? Oh man, if you can be forgiving, be that. There's Hanlon's razor for it. Don't attribute to malice what you can attribute to ignorance or misdelivery. You love your parents and so do they. Okay, Doofus, I don't get your point really. I am not only drifting the topic, I'm shifting to a completely different place. I hope you do, Roop.
साथ कहें भाई बहन, प्लीज लीव दिस कंट्री. ये सब अगर तुम्हारे पास है ऑप्शन बाहर जाने का, खुद के दम पे कुछ भी करने का, पैसे वैसे जोड़ो और निकलो यहाँ से. ना इस देश का कुछ होगा, ना तुम्हारे पेरेंट्स की थिंकिंग कुछ होगा. खुद को
Okay. Again, really dicey area that he's going to. Leaving the country for better career opportunities, yes. Leaving the country for escaping the mentality, no. That's not how it works. Ugh. Wow, this was a tough video to get through. But this was fun. I still had fun. I really wish the best of luck to this guy. I really hope he gets over what he's going through right now. Yeah.
तो को बदल सकते हो तो बदल लो, वरना फिर इसी जाल में फंसे रहना है, ये कभी तुम्हारी रिस्पेक्ट नहीं करेंगे।
ये फिर तुम्हारी रिस्पेक्ट नहीं करेंगे. Even with the last statement, like he still threw something in that is a little bit unreasonable. We are getting a little bit too egotistical, I feel like demanding respect from your parents. I mean, if you're saying that your parents are spending money on you and want a return out of you, are you not doing the same thing by spending money on your parents and now you demanding respect out of them? Is it not a two-way street? I really want to hear you guys' opinion on this. Like this guy just said, like, throw some love in it. We don't want your money and everything. So what if your parent says that we don't want love, throw your money at us? Like, shitty both ways, right? Bro is just frustrated, bhai, leave it. He needs to interact with his parents little by little to find a middle ground. Actually, that's unreasonable, Kuni Panda. That's unreasonable. This is where I'm on his side. That's unreasonable. Not gonna happen, not gonna happen. His opinion will change when he becomes parents. Yeah, I mean, I'm not a parent, but I can still see things through. So, I mean, yeah. I for sure I'm not gonna look at my kid being like an investment that you're gonna have to provide us and everything. I would be that kind of a parent that will be like, I can make my money and everything. I'm not gonna help you getting married and everything for arranged marriage. Build up your risk game, find a baddie yourself and get married. Don't come to me for help to ask for a girl that, hey dad, please find me a girl or find me a boy to marry. I'll be like, you are the owner of your own life. Go, do it. His maybe in future he will delete his own video when he becomes something good. So yeah, I mean yeah. It's all give or take, either money or respect or both. There is no middle ground. Of course there is no middle ground. You can't talk to them and find it. A lot of parents need counseling, man. Yeah, I mean that's a fair statement. Fair statement. Parents also need counseling sometimes. Most of them are shit at parenting. Sooner or later face consequences. Yeah, fair. Very fair statement. Yes, very fair. I think that's enough for the topic. Manas is getting PTSD. Oh, man. Manas is really getting flashbacks. What is the point of having kids though? I mean, it is to satisfy our biological needs to create offsprings that carry on our legacy. That's the basic biological need for having kids. That's why we do it. And sometimes you are in it for the pleasure with your girlfriend or your wife, and accidentally something breaks and now you have a baby 9 months later. That happens as well. Bro, will you take gifts in your marriage? I am already married. What the hell, man? And no, I did not take a single gift. Like dowry and everything. No. Didn't take a single cent in dowry or anything for that matter. I was just like, I just want to marry your daughter to my father-in-law, and like, yeah, we took the bare minimum. In the end, everything can be correlated with survival. Oh yes, that is another thing. Shwetab Gangwar would be a very good person to deconstruct that video. Need a poll, cat. Nah, don't need a poll, no. What do we watch next? Actually, it is about 3 p.m. Oh, I want to talk about that Warm Wind OS, was it? This video. I actually want to see what this is, attack mode. So this is a video where I wasn't able to see it with proper audio. So it says, first AI operating system But I shared a post by the Prime agent where he literally said, one second, let me find it. One second. Let me find it. Here we go. So the Prime agent shared a tweet that said, imagine launching a product and getting community noted like this. I would have deleted the tweet. Warm Wind OS is live. Many people waste hours bouncing between ChatGPT and Ocean, blah, blah, blah. This is not an OS, but a web app. So if we are... I saw their tweet today. This is not an OS, but a web app. If you can get destroyed like this, I really want to see what they did to begin with. So this is on some mountain, Dolomites, minus 8 degrees Celsius. I don't see how this is relevant.
And good morning. Today, I want to introduce Warm Wind OS. It's a new way of operating system, and it defines a new way of interacting with AI. Over the last 2 years, our team worked relentlessly on what we are launching today. And we are very excited to show you what we created. And I think you will really much like it. So, when it comes to technology...
Okay, I'm not interested in the history. Sorry, guy. Where is the problem statement that he discusses? One second. I think there is a timestamp in here. Oh, the problem. Here we go.
is that they take cutting-edge technology and they're putting it into the hands of everyday people. They're making it easy to use. They're making it practical and useful for them. So we are trying to do the same thing, but for AI. And we are quite optimistic that we achieved it.
We are quite optimistic that we achieved it. Okay.
The thing about AI, when we look at the current landscape of AI, is that we have ChatGPT, Claude, all these text models. We have Suno AI, and we have Runway, and then we have code agents like Copilot. And really, when we are honest, it feels like we are still chained to our desk, and every day there's these hundreds of new tools, and they were supposed to take pressure from us, from our shoulders, and we want.
Why is he stuttering so much? Okay.
To offload the pressure and the not so exciting tasks, to be honest, to these tools. But what we ended up right now is that we are chained to our desk, and day in and day out we're managing these.
So English is not his first language. Okay, fine. Is Warm Wind Unix based? I guess we'll find out. Man, what's up with putting in AI and everything? In development, then in apps, then we get AI PCs and now AI OS. Like, bruh. Or bhaiya, Maggie khaya. Yes, I did. Doesn't Shwetab have a degree in psychology? Yes, he does. Sid, from where you get these tech news latest? Twitter.
Tools, and at this point, to be honest, it feels like we are the servants of AI. At least it feels like that, and that's not.
We are the servants of AI, huh? Okay, I'm trying to relate. Nope. OS आते हैं जाते हैं, लेकिन जो आखिर तक बचता रहता है उसे विंडोज कहते हैं. Fork Linux for normal use.
That's not really a future I want to live in, to be honest. And we tried to come up with a solution. So we sat down and said, okay, what would people really want from AI? Like really want? And we come up with a list.
What people want out of AI? Interesting question. Okay.
Like, yeah, okay, it should be safe and it should be easy to use, and sure, we get all that, sure. But there's one thing AI should really do, because let's be honest. Would you hire somebody who does things 5 minutes for you, and then you have to tell him after 5 minutes again what he has to do, and you have to look over his shoulder and always be with him and babysit him? Obviously not. You would want to hire somebody who understands your goals, and he's trying to achieve them for you and working in the background. You're offloading the pressure from your shoulders to this person. And I think we can do the same thing for AI.
Replacing people, is it? We want intelligence out of AI. It's such a weird timeline that we are living in, that you just said this sentence, we want intelligence out of AI, and that still is taken like a joke. I just took it like a joke. It's a banger one actually. Servants of AI, ये आदमी बकैती कर रहा है ओझा जैसे सिड भाई. So he's trying to replace people, okay?
Right. And what we came up with, what people really want, is that AI should work like a brown kitchen appliance. It should be sturdy. It should be well designed. It should just work. It should be very easy to use.
But a kitchen appliance also requires somebody dedicated to be there. You can think about stoves, toasters, chimneys, everything, but that still requires human intervention to be there. What the hell? I want you to work for me flawlessly. It's a fucking web app. It's not even OS. I guess we'll get there, Shashwat.
And I think we achieved it. So
I think we achieved it. Okay.
pleased to introduce you to Warmwind OS. And this is how it looks like.
This is the outlook of the OS. 1 second. Right here. So you got 3 avatars in the bottom left. You got 1 avatar on the bottom right. I don't know what for. Maybe the logged in users, the accounts that you have. And on the top, you have this layout where you have your apps. Okay. So only icons, no names, so no directories or folders, etc. And there is a ask something. Okay. The prompt is, please answer all the customer emails in my Gmail app. Try to help them out with their issues. Okay, what the fuck does that mean? Try to help them out with their issues. Plus the hairstyle, that hairstyle is cringe AF. How is even looking in the mirror? Hey, we don't shame hairstyles over here. We don't. With respect to 5 years, should I focus on learning to create AI/ML module or using the pre-existing AI skills in our development solutions? Pre-existing. There you go. So another chatbot. Yep. Why does the AI need Spotify music playing in the background? That is a serious question I want to ask. Is that the expectation that we have? I don't think so. Okay. Does it really count as AI getting distracted from the work? Because they were told to help customers out with their issues. And the first thing that AI does is open up Spotify and play music. That's distracting, bro. Now let me see. Hello, I'm not sure if I'm doing something wrong, but I can't seem to log into the system today. It keeps saying something about my password being incorrect, even though I haven't changed it. Can someone reset it for me? So let me know what I need to do. Thanks a lot in advance. Okay, so this is the problem. A password. Of course, very simple statement. To be honest, I do that as well. I mean, you're a human, man. I mean, crazy that I have to explain that. We want sentient AI achieved. भाई आप जुजुत्सु कैसे देखो उसमें सीजन 2 में जो यंग वाला गेटो उनका नेचर बिल्कुल आपके जैसे है, काम एंड कूल. Oh, thanks, Jackal. Thank you. Yeah, AI needs to vibe and maybe even mine bitcoins from your computer. Just kidding. Actually, that wouldn't be such a long stretch. What if somebody is able to hack into your system and mine bitcoin out of your resources? So then this is the prompt that AI wrote for it. And what is that? What is it? Thanks for reaching out. No worries. We have gone ahead and reset your password. You will receive an email. What the hell? It's so small, I can't read. 1 second. Let me increase the. Shortly with instructions to set a new one. If you run into any issues, just let me know. We are here to help. So then they send it. Message sent. Just checking on our setup. We signed up for your IT support package last week and just wanted to check if everything's already running on your end. You haven't heard anything after the initial welcome email. Why haven't you heard anything? Okay, fine. So I just want to make sure we didn't miss something important. Okay, so the AI is already lagging behind. Okay. You're all set on our end and your support package is active. How did the AI decide that? Is my question. What happened here? We are currently finalizing the onboarding setup and you'll receive a detailed handover email by tomorrow, including contact points, this info, and next steps. Thanks for your patience. We're excited to support your team. Send. Now, so quickly, so many things happened here. 1 second, let me slow it down. So there is a form. This is German. This is Dutch. I have no idea. It feels German looking at it. So now all these forms are there. These banks are there and everything. What is it supposed to do? I don't know. Why does this look like a Windows 98 type of application? This is not how modern applications or websites look like. I don't know what is happening over here. So this is HTTPS Calypso AWI rems.de ext data contact filter no merge. What the hell, man? This is such outdated design. Anyway, so Firefox, Greek restaurants in Berlin, because of course that is what we build AI for, to find restaurants for us. This is such a difficult thing, and is it not annoying when you actually have to take your phone like this and say, hey Google, can you find a good restaurant for me in my nearby area?
Here are some highly rated restaurants near you in Jamshedpur.
There we go.
6 stars. Address: opposite Cordoba.
Here's the output. Right there on my phone. I can see it. So your product is now, what are we trying to, so now meetings, presentations, news, Excel sheets. All these things that are happening. But where is the part? Okay, so this is what we are supposed to work with. Okay, where's the website? Join the waitlist. Warmwind.space. Okay, let's check the website. Join waitlist. Autonomous cloud employees. Uses all your apps for you. What makes us unique? 1 second. Works like a human using mouse and keyboard. Can see and interact with actual applications. You don't need to be a developer. Claude can't use real world apps. Requires programming knowledge. Are you shitting me right now? you're saying to me that ChatGPT requires programming knowledge. I can't go to ChatGPT and say that, hey, please, can you give me a program to do this? Not even a hyperlink, no fucking way. Yeah, it's so annoying to search good restaurants in Google Maps. It's Ananya Pandya level struggle. Bombit can be everything. Social media growth manager. Okay, what if that is something that I'm not looking for in an operating system? This is literally a chatbot. Customer support, proactive competition monitoring, recruiting assistant, accounting invoicing management, website and product monitoring, innovation scout, designed for one, ready for 1,000. Oh, shut the hell up. Even if this is not, even if this is really an OS, an operating system, are these the things that people look for in an OS? Are these the things, customer support? When was the last time you introduced or you installed Mac or Linux or Windows thinking, oh boy, I really wish that I was good at customer support, therefore I should install this OS? When was the last time that happened to you? Fuck this shit, just install Arch and be happy. Oh, by the way, I have to show you one thing. One second, I'll get there. How to get started. First, create your personal workspace. Install your apps from our app store. Why install all the apps from your app store? Fine. Tell your assistant to run the show. This guy is built. Look at the arm veins on this guy. Damn. Look at the arms. This is a gym freak, this guy. Just open ChatGPT on a browser, man. What's the use of OS? I'm telling you, bro, just watched her and tried to make an AI OS. Yeah, they did. So I'm not seeing anything that says that this is a web app. Anyway, so now let me show you this. I have this. I have this. अरे इससे अच्छा टेल ओएस डाउनलोड करो मस्त पेन ड्राइव ओएस है ओके इज दैट अ वर्चुअल मशीन यस इट इज लिनक्स mint time yes this is a VM the only problem is I can't resize the window right here. Now we are running with Linux Mint. Right here. So I can do things on this. You can also see that this is Linux install Linux Mint. I'm not willing to do that right now because I want to try out Arch in this setup as well. It's good. अरे मैं तो हरी पत्तियाँ सेल करता हूँ उसके लिए ठीक है भाई. Just tell AI to stream on YouTube and Twitch so you don't have to. AI will literally spoon feed you as you are asleep. I mean, that is the goal with all of it, isn't it? Display settings, let me see if I can make it 1080p. Apply. Keep changes. So now we have it. Let me see if I can reduce it some point. Yes. So now we have it 1600 times 900. Virtual machine. Yeah. Really happy about this. So now I can actually install things on it, and I can run Docker containers or something like that. The one thing that I'm seeing in this thing is that if I play YouTube on, let's say, Firefox, you haven't installed it yet. Do the install from disk first. I actually don't want to right now. I don't want to fully commit to Linux Mint. Actually, I can delete it if I wanted to. But I also want to try out Arch. I want to try Nix. I want to try out Debian, some Debian repository. I know Debian itself is not an OS. Some Debian based OS. I want to try RHEL, Red Hat Enterprise Linux. Then I want to try Arch, obviously. I want to try, I'm forgetting, Pop OS. Pop, yeah, that OS. Yeah, those are the things I want to try. Why not? So let's find something. So look at this, Mr. Beast.
Who's faster, a cheetah or one of the fastest cars in the world? Can a man beat a bear in a...
You know what though? And this is where my conspiracy theory is. This video actually exactly sounds like how my Windows drivers sound. And this is what's making me a little bit nervous, that if I went bare metal with Linux Mint, then what if I go back to the sound issues that I used to have with Fedora and Ubuntu? Try whatever the fuck you want, bro. It's a playground. Ah, of course. Yeah. That was the idea when I installed Linux Mint. Have you tried Ubuntu or Fedora? Both things, bro. I have tried both things, Ubuntu and Fedora. Ubuntu I used for 2 years. Fedora, not so much, more like a week or something. Oh, are you going to do Arch Rising? Yes. भाई लिनक्स बहुत ओवररेटेड चीज है मेरे हिसाब से. लोग बिना बात के चलाते हैं कूल दिखने के लिए. No, it's not the cool factor, bro. Linux actually, you need configuration, and for that I would rather not go bare metal. I would rather stay in a VM, configure it all I want, and then when I'm confident that I can pull this off in pull this off in bare metal OS, then I'll do it. CentOS chalao bhai. Yeah, CentOS can also be one of those. Yeah. Audio on Arch sounds better than Windows. Really? Install Arch with Arch install script. It comes with the ISO. With the script, it's way easier. It will take 10-15 minutes at most. Audio on Arch sounds better than Windows. Really? Wow. So yeah, let's power it down. So basically this is what I wanted to show you, that I have a VM now. We can actually do Rising. We can actually do everything with Playground. What about Mac OS? Can I install Mac OS? Can I install Mac OS on Windows VM? Oh, we can install Mac OS in VirtualBox. What the hell? Oh, wow. Really? We can do this. What the hell? Archive.org details Mac OS ISO. Okay. आपकी बात सही है. जो मैं बस स्क्रिप्ट किडीज के लिए बोल रहा था, ये लिनक्स चलाते हैं केडी प्लाज्मा के साथ, उनको मैक बना देते हैं, फिर वो मैक के साथ कुछ छपरी ओएस बन जाता है. Yeah, that's fair. Some people use it for display purposes rather than getting something done. As long as you're coding, you're getting your work done, fine. I'm not sure, but I think you can also dual boot Windows in MacBook or maybe in a VM if I remember correctly. Maybe. But I will also try installing Mac OS in this VM. Why is Sarah Safari on my... And this blue shirt guy, damn dude. The way he moves his hips is like the new social media culture now. I'm not nah, Mint has good drivers, don't worry. Oh. Okay. I don't want to put the hopes on Mint really. I don't want to do that. Mac OS is the most overrated OS I've ever seen. It's like bloated Linux. Fuck Apple. But again, Mac OS is maintained quite heavily, right? Hey, Spiero was online 8 hours ago. I hope he's doing good. I don't do it that much, but it's only something I used to do as a hobby. Yeah, I mean, first you start off as a hobby, but then you start finding real use cases. Okay, guys, I think this is it for today. I think I will upload that parents kind of thing, parents video, cut it from the live stream and upload it as a main channel. But yeah, but why people leave Windows and go to Linux? That's a subjective choice, bro. What can we say? Arch install script is good, but some people do recommend to install Arch manually. But yeah, it depends on people to people. Yeah, so yeah, the Arch install script will save time if you want quicker install. I use the default KDE theme. Okay. So this is it for the stream, guys. I mean, yeah, maintained, but everything is up to Apple. Oh yeah, they make the decisions for you. Yeah, fair. But okay. Anyway, that's a whole dicey argument, the dicey situation to get into. I don't want to get into that right now. So yeah, this is it for today. Thank you very much for joining in. You can go back and you can watch the Soham Parekh discussion if you really want to, and let me know what you think of it. But yeah, this is it for today. Bye bye, and see you next Sunday. Yeah, Roop. Bye bye. So, bye guys. Thank you for joining. All right. Bye bye. See you next Sunday. All right. I'm still live on Twitch. In which case, my Twitch